Do 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 do. That means we're live. Hey everybody, we're live. I think we are. I actually can't tell. That's not true. I can tell. I can tell. I can do anything I want. I can do anything I put my mind to. What is this?
You're live.
We're live. Nikki knows. What was I just doing? I had a mission.
You said, what was this?
Yeah, close that window. I was getting the form. I was getting the form for people to sign up to play the game. We're here to play Dice Masters, folks. Isn't that exciting? Wow. Every Tuesday. Yo, Kim, what's up? The first to arrive. Oh yeah, I was gonna put some music on too. That's what I was gonna do. What's up?
I arrived first.
That's true.
Sorry, Kim. Just saying.
You were here even pre live. All right, skip the ad. Skip the ad. Let's get to it.
Whatever. Kim's rocking it in the chat.
Rocking the chat. Number one player. All right, we got 5 people in the form thus far, and you guys already know, if history would repeat itself, there are a couple people out there that, oh pickles, there are a couple people out there who have not submitted yet. Does this work? Did that actually send to you guys? Nikki, is the link in the chat?
The link is in the chat.
All right, cool. Bodie, what's up, man? Welcome. Happy Tuesday. Yes. Yo, Stuart, Reg, everybody's coming in one after another, getting rowdy on a Tuesday night for the Be Bold format, of course. Is the music too loud? Is the music too soft? Is the music even playing?
I don't hear music.
You don't hear any music?
No. Oh, maybe. It's very soft.
Very soft. Very soft. Let's turn that up just a hair. Just a hair. Just a skosh. I don't even hear it. Aloha! What's up, Jocelyn? Happy Tuesday. I'm running into some computer issues, but I have a team prepared to play. Nick, that is what I like to hear. I don't have any sound. Is it just me? Can everybody else hear me? Everybody type whatever dumb emotes you like in the chat. I mean, I really have a preference for some of these, but there are some real dumb ones out there. Let's get some Spammerino going. I can never figure out how to get to your stream right away. I think I have it now. Reg just writes dumb emote. I love it. Let's go post in the Discord. Go me. Yes!
He said he has a team and a screaming baby.
Stuart, that is the dedication we need from a worldwide perspective. I like that emote. What is that? Haha 2020. Interesting. Interesting. Again, folks, if you have not filled out the bracket, if you have not filled out your team link / the form yet, hey, Nick, one step ahead of you. It's like guys, this is the 80th week. Isn't that wild? It's wild.
Really wild.
80 weeks of Tuesdays playing Dice Masters with my friends virtually. Do. Why is it has like a weird sidebar? I don't like that. Yo, Michael with the resub. Ingledew. How you doing, man? It has been too long. Your energy, it's so contagious. I love it. Welcome back. Happy Tuesday. Happy 2020. If I haven't said it so far, we're back. We're here. In fact, let's get some of these going. Yes! Guys, I didn't upload any new sounds. That was a blunder. Do we have an emote for a troll? It's my team this week. Complete troll. I need to fill out the form. Mike, we've got you, man. We have got you. That's what I'm talking about. Always looking out for each other, man. This is why I love you guys. It's WDA, not supposed to be serious. I will say the intention of tonight's format was to be experimental with new product if you have it. And if not, to get wild with some old stuff. Nick had a really good idea. Oh, there's a yellow flag. I love it. That like every 6 or 8 weeks or so, we have like a Try Hard Tuesday, like a full on bring your A+ game, try to win. We could even potentially, and I know I've said this in the past and just failed, but it's 2020, folks. We're turning a new page. Potentially for Try Hard Tuesdays, we could like incorporate some pointage or some trophyage or some sort of something to play for. I think every 6 or 8 weeks would be pretty solid. I'm a wild old guy. I have the new product, but nothing on my team. Haven't had time to read the cards. Yeah, there's a lot of reading in the new D&D set. Dice World Order. DWO. Number 1 faux life. What's up, everybody? You guys are the best. You guys are the greatest. Let's see if everybody that's on the form is here currently. We've got Kim, Jocelyn, Bodie, Stuart, the conductor, of course, Reg, Nick, Mike. Trey said he was a maybe. For those long-time WDA players, back in the days where Trey, man, Trey's my brother, if you guys didn't know, by the way. But he was one of the OGs. A lot of you guys that are still here, 80 weeks later, are OGs. Let's be honest. Does my face look oily? I feel like this light makes like, hey, look at that puddle of shit on Ross's face. Man, what's this red spot? It really comes out when you have great lighting.
I did not think it was like that.
Floored. Yikes. Oh my gosh, it's boss battle time, folks. It is time. I thought we would never get to this point. Nikki's jumping in like a bouse. Like a bouse. Guys, also, if you didn't know, the past 4 weeks, we have been streaming to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So if you are not a subscriber on YouTube of the Weekly Dice Arena, you could do that right now. If you're into that. I know most of you guys have supported in every single way that is possible, which I appreciate. But if you're into the YouTube thing, you could do that. Boss, is that what I should type here? LOL. See, I have 2 different chats rolling. I have one combined chat of Twitch and YouTube. I wish I could show you guys how many people are chatting on YouTube. Spoiler alert. The answer's 0. What's up, YouTube fam? The chess guys were not fun last week. I totally agree. That guy was a stick in the mud. I think it's because, okay, I know this sounds silly, but I think he had already gotten like a pretty massive raid compared to his usual numbers. I think he was already like double or triple where he usually is. And so I think our like 8 people that went over there and started like blowing his chat up in the best way. We did a great job, by the way. I think he was just like already over it. He'd already spent all of his energy. But we'll find someone fun to raid tonight. I still didn't post in the Discord. Discord. We are live, folks. The Weekly Dice Arena, just in case you didn't know already. Scooby-Doo-Doo-Doo-Doo. Who pinged me in the general chat? Oh, Nick, pointing somebody to the WDA. You guys are the best. Do-do-do-do. Thank you for that. Always advocating for the good guys, you know? Oh my gosh. Michael and Reg are the only people that made it out with bad rolls. That is interesting, my friends. Some would say rigged. Some would say rigged.
And his name is John C.
Hope that wasn't really loud. Or do I hope it was really loud? 2/3 of the DWO repping. Louder, says Stuart. The one with the baby says, crank it up, my friends. Hot mess is a go. Holla. I'm good now computer-wise. Nick! That's awesome. Happy Tuesday, man. All right, let's get this bracket popping. Looks like we had 8 people signed in. Should I text Trey and see if he's coming? Do. Also, special shout outs to a special woman in my life. My stage manager and longtime supporter, Nikki, was the one to pick the background tonight and last week. Sort of her newest contribution to the stream is that weekly she has been picking the background to the stream. So big ups to her.
Oh, thank you.
Also for not, killing me over 80 weeks of Tuesdays. Go play with my virtual friends. Although I must admit, I've met most of you fine folks in person. The people that I haven't met yet, that needs to happen. Doodle-doo-doo. Okay, bracket. That's where we were headed. Bracket. It rhymes with racket and it starts with a B. Challenge accepted, folks. What is another word that starts with a B, rhymes with racket? Go. Bob Saget? Oh, Bob Saget! Bracket. Bracket is the... No, it has to start with a B. At first I was like, oh, bracket, that's funny. Come to Dallas. I'd love to. Sacket. Ooh. I agree. The B is silent. Oh! Why didn't you say so? All right, challenge.com. Tournament name. WDA number 80. Oh, pickles. Number 80. Be bold. Yo. Black set. Angela Bassett. Isn't a Basset a type of dog? Looks like she drew the background with a spirograph. Dude, shout out to the spirograph. My older sister had one. And you know when you're like 3? I probably wasn't 3. I was probably like 5. And you're like, I want to be artsy. The spirograph was a great entry-level tool to making something that actually looked good, and you had to put in minimal effort. How do you play this game again? So at the beginning of your turn, you draw and roll 5 dice. Kidding. Jeez. Everyone's a critic. Critic. Dice Masters. All right, nice. We're going to play a Swiss bracket tonight. This is a healthy bracket. 8 people is healthy, friends. I love that. Yeah, we're getting it popping. I'm typing in names right now. It's going to be great. Going to be the best. Quick advance. Bow, bow. We will be sticking to the 30-minute timer tonight. I know we had some tech difficulties last time, which is fine. You got to get through the tech difficulties, my friends. 10-minute time limit. Start with 5 life. All right, let's see who's playing tonight. Who do we got here? Kim, Jocelyn, Bodie. Stuart, the conductor. I think it's just R at the end. Yeah, I nailed it. Man, I am just becoming a better host every time. Nick, Mike, We got Mike and Michael. Ah. Aha. If you roll 13 dice in one turn, automatic win. Oops. Wait, I got it now. Yahtzee! There you go. If you roll 6 single energies on the same turn. Alright, so we're missing Mike. Comics Mike. I think he submitted to team. I do not see him. A Nikki Cam is needed. I'm reading I'm reading the feedback on the team form.
That was on the team form?
That was on the I always say pickles. I always say general comments, feedback, or criticisms for Ross or the broadcast in general. One feedback. A Nikki Cam is needed.
That's hilarious.
If we need some dubstep... Oh, that's right. I was going to text Trey. See how scatterbrained I am, folks? Sometimes my students ask me if I have an attention deficit. And you know what I tell them? Do you have an algebra deficit?
You do not.
You're right, I don't. That's mean. Some of them could be doing better in algebra, though. I'll be honest. Can you guess who made that comment? Dice or no? Finalizing bracket. I bet you... I was going to say I'll bet you anything, but that's a little extreme. You call them sassy. I say, yeah, you sasser McSass. You get out of here. All right, we're going to start the bracket here in just a couple minutes. I just texted Trey. Oh, but what I was talking about was, before I was talking about my attention deficit, I was talking about Trey. I was going to say I'll bet you anything, but that was an aggressive bet that he's sleeping. He has a 1-month-old, for those that don't know. Now, is the Nikki Cam a cam focused on Nikki, or a cam for Nikki to just wander off doing whatever she wants to show us? Yeah, it's actually, it would just be like a cutaway scene, so it would be like, BAM! And then it would be like, Nikki's Gilmore Girls Trivia! Dun, 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 dun. All right, it would not quite be that like that. It's just another camera focused on butt crack. Yikes! She can be the bottom left. She can do whatever she wants, or even sign language. She does flash me some sign language. Like she's sitting, she's here. Sometimes she gives me this one. Sometimes she gives me this one. Sometimes it's the you're number one.
But that is no.
Nobody will know until we get a Nikki Cam. GG trivia anytime, says Jocelyn. The finger is the most used. You just never can tell. What category are we streaming under in Twitch? Like when it says my name at the top, it should be on this side. My name, and then it should say a game that we're playing. Does it say board games? Are we in the board game category? Just curious. Curious. It says cricket. Awesome. Awesome. We've got a monopoly on the cricket streams. Yo, Ryan, what's up, man? Happy Tuesday. It says board games. All right, cool. Cool. So at least people that are wandering in might be like, oh my gosh, board games. It says board games. Tight. Ryan is the gift leader. I love that he gets a little gift next to his name. Happy WDA Day, right? Can we just get a rename on the whole calendar? That'd be great. So Mike is not here yet. Mike is not here yet. He did say in the forum that he might be a little late, but there may be a first round bye, my friends. It might just be an unfortunate circumstance, unless Ryan has a team built for this moment. Oh, it's so funny. So maybe you guys have been under a rock today, and you haven't heard that Star Wars Destiny, the other dice game, is actually being discontinued. So, all of those players are going to come back to play Dice Masters. Yo, Ryan, with the resub. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Cold Predator, welcome to the stream. How's your Tuesday going? Are you a Dice Masters fan, or are you just here to learn? Because we've got all of it. We've got both. We're going to start playing some games here momentarily. They're still releasing one more set, LOL. That's hilarious. Covert Missions is still to be released. Yikes. They still got product on the line, huh? That's kind of interesting. All right, we're just going to go for it. Unless, who was I saying? Oh, Ryan said nope. Cool. Well, we're going to go for just learning. Sweet. Well, this is a nice, what am I trying to say? Informative stream. I try to keep my casting to an educational maximum. Mandalorian Yoda card everyone would want. That's the money grab. They're going to put out one last set that has Baby Yoda in it. They're going to make millions of dollars, and then I don't know what they do after that. All right, let's do the dang thing. I apologize. Someone is going to get a first round bye, but we're going for it. Star Wars Destiny foil is going to be Baby Yoda. Mythic rare. You guys. Use guys. All right, here we go. The bracket. We've got 4 matches again. It does look as if Bodie is lucky number first round bye is Bodie, because that is Mike's spot. I'll take the bye, says Michael. Ooh, well, we can do that. We can make that happen. Wait, that was the wrong thing to do. No, that was the right thing to do. Michael should play Mike in the first round. Michael, are you sure, man? Are you sure? I don't want anybody to volunteer for the bye if it, if it's not going to tickle your fancy. But if you'd like, you did volunteer. Anywho, the rest of the bracket, folks, is Kim versus Reg, Jocelyn versus Nick, and Stuart, the conductor, against Bodie. No worries at all, sir. See, this is why Tuesday nights are great. Oh, my fancy is tickled. Raw. All right, we got Kim versus Reg, Mike versus Michael. That's the bye round. Jocelyn versus Nick, Stuart versus Bodie. Let's get it popping with Kim and Reg. Kim and Reg, you guys want to be on stream first? That seems fun. I mean, all those matches sound awesome, by the way. Michael plays Mike, so he plays with himself for 30 minutes. Yikes! Yikes-arino! All right, we'll see Kim and Reg in room 6. Everybody else, best of luck. Please set a 30-minute timer so that we can sort of stay on track here. No baby on the stram. Oh, Stuart, we'll get you on the stream, my dude. Don't you worry. I think did we miss you last week? We'll get baby on stream here in a bit. We'll blur the baby's face. That way the baby can decide later in life, would you like to be, on the WDA, or is that not? Yo! Subscriber, Cold Predator, thank you so much for dropping in and subscribing. Really appreciate that. I hope your night is going to, I know it's going to be great if you stick around. Again, everybody here is awesome. Dice Masters is a great game, and we are going to get this party started right now. Cut the music. Cut the music. Get the sound effects out. Let's get this party started. I feel like they only play that clip when people die, which maybe is a bad sign for starting this thing up. Let's do it, though. Let's do it. What do you say, folks? Let's roll some dice. So, Cold Predator. Oh, sorry, I was yelling. Cold Predator, if you are super brand new to the game, greetings. How are we?
Hello.
Good, how are you?
Hey, Reg. Oh, I got Reg in the other room and you in this room. So if you're super new to the game, this game is a dice building game. It's a play on deck building. You get an 8-character team against your opponent's 8-character team, using such intellectual properties like Marvel characters, DC characters, Dungeons and Dragons, Ninja Turtles, Yu-Gi-Oh, Warhammer, and did I miss any, Kim?
Nope. I think you got them all.
Oh man.
I was going to say Ninja Turtle. I think you got that one.
I did. I want them to release a Turtles 3 set. That would be fun. What's up, Reg?
How you doing?
So good. How are you?
Good.
So you brought the memes tonight, huh?
I did.
I love it. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I don't have anything good. It's
Nothing
trolling
good.
against anything good. So
Oh, we got the NWO mat though. I mean, could you really go wrong?
DWO.
Oh, right. Sorry, my.
Dice rolled out is me, Mike, and Bodie.
I love it. Are one of you guys able to join room 5 as well?
I can. It wouldn't connect for me. I tried going into 5.
Interesting. I mean, I can go to whatever room you tell me to if that one's better.
Doesn't matter. Kim, you
I
want to
could
go?
try. I could try. Yeah, I'll try 5.
Try 5 and
Let's see if it does it for me.
Sweet.
All right.
So you're less than a week into the game. That's awesome, by the way. What have you picked up any product yet, or are you just sort of researching the game and how it works? I'm always intrigued on how people come into the game. Some people just jump in and buy some product. Some people like have heard of this game from other people and they investigate and like it in that way. Hard to say. All right, let me get some screened things.
Oh, you're talking about the people in the chat. I was like,
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, he's
Cold
talking about.
Cold Predator in the chat is
my
a
first week of playing. I kind of like it. It's a little frustrating. I heard about this Pip the Troll, but
yeah, I heard that this card troll was really good.
actually, it's funny. I just got. You were talking about Star Wars Destiny.
Yeah.
I had some extra money on one of the Euro websites, Big Orbit, and so I had like 40 pounds. I actually bought 40 pounds worth of Star Wars Destiny dice.
Yikes.
And it's cool because I'm just going to proxy, because I'm not playing it competitively, so I'm going to proxy all the cards, and I just bought all the dice. And I made like thematic teams, so I've got like a Lucan, I've got a, what is it, Ray, Finn team, I've got all the different teams coming. So
Oh,
it's kinda
sweet.
fun to do. Yeah, so I'm going to treat it like Keyforge, how it's a set box that I can pull 2 teams out and play. So it's
Yep.
fun.
That's
I
awesome.
think, so.
Well, let us know how it goes. I've never played the game, so I don't actually know.
Well, I got to research, like with Dice Masters, I just bought stuff. With
Yeah.
this one, I actually researched like teams that are actually pretty good. So
Mhm.
I found out what cards, what dice you need, and then you only need like 10 dice, I think, per team, and the rest are just cards. So you just print them.
Right.
And I wasn't paying like £3 per card for the game. So
Yeah,
it's
I
really-
hear some of them get exclusively pricey.
Right, and I said, you know, one day I'm gonna join a couple streams and I'll see if people would just, hey, who's got extra cards? Send these cards to me because I got the dice.
Yeah,
I'm sure I'll pick them up eventually.
I imagine there is a Dice Masters-ish problem of like, oh, I have all of these extra cards. Like eventually you probably get to that point. Which, by the way, Cold Predator, new in the chat. I bet, if you were really looking for some Dice Masters stuff, extras, there's probably a lot floating around in these people's round here. So I'm glad you're here. It's so great. I've got team links ready. I've got names ready. Are you guys ready?
Did I change something? On my team, I had Doppelganger on there.
Okay.
Because on the Dice Coalition site, it has it as a bold keyword, the experience.
Interesting.
But I took it off because it's not bold on the card when I looked at it.
Um,
It really doesn't make a difference. I just want to have a new card, the Doppelganger.
Sweet.
I was
Yeah.
anticipating people having experience like crazy, but we'll see.
Sweet. I'm ready. You guys ready?
Ready?
Sweet. I'll do a little intro. I mean, even though we're streaming live to YouTube currently. And then I'll kick it over to you guys. What's up, folks? We're here with the weekly Dice Arena. It's Ross. Week 80 of Tuesdays. It's great. We've got Kim vs. Reg here playing in the Be Bold format. Every card on your team, minus your basic actions, must have a bolded keyword, such as Infiltrate, Deadly, Suit Up. It's going to get wild. I'm excited. So, take it away. You guys rock. Best of luck.
Thank you. Who uses Suit Up? I don't think I've ever seen anybody ever use Suit Up.
I should. Actually, I have Flip was going to be one of my keywords.
Flip is a reasonable
I have
keyword.
3 pink sidekicks.
I have 2.
Right.
Reg
Do I
playing
wanna
with
go
the
first?
pink sidekicks
Maybe not.
tonight.
The only
Getting
goat
wild.
I have is Thor that lowers your basic action.
Okay, so I'm going to go first then.
Reg choosing to go
And
first.
Atlas and anything else?
Generally, the way we decide on first player is you just roll all your dice, all your sidekicks,
Bold keyword in Immortal.
to see
Mhm.
how many sidekicks
Horn,
you
Free Captain,
roll.
Atlas, Heimdall, and Intellect Devour.
Reg got his sweet alt art
Wow. Learn.
cards that he printed himself.
It's
Pretty
basically
cool.
Warriors 3.
How many experience keywords tonight? Yeah, I'm intrigued to see On these two teams, it doesn't look like a whole mess.
I can go.
First player ditches one of their dice. That's what Reg did over here.
What's your globals you have?
Into transition.
That reduces
It's sort of
boost
just to mitigate that first turn advantage. So you only get to roll 3 dice on your first turn.
Thor
If you go first, sorry.
and Atlas.
Looks like Reg has Bolt, Shield, Fist to spend.
Heimdall's turn.
So in your main step here, you can purchase characters, you can activate global abilities,
We're gonna go.
you can field characters
Buy an
if he would
investigation
have rolled some, and you can use
to
actions.
Atlas that. Over
So he's
to
going to pay 3.
I dedicate my team to Joe. I was playing him yesterday.
Sorry, let me start the timer here.
Um,
He bought an investigation, which is an action that says draw and roll 2
so I'll
dice.
buy that, and then I will Atlas.
He also used the Atlas Global, which is pay a fist, prep 1 extra die from your bag for next turn. So that's why Reg has a die over here in his prep area. He also pulls the 4 from his bag for this turn, so he's going to be rolling 5. Looking good. 2 question marks, or wild energies. 1 sidekick and a mask and a bolt. So he's going to use a fixer, an energy fixer is what we call them. It's spin a sidekick to a certain energy type. It happens to be, right now, he's using the fist one. Going to use the intellect
I
devourer.
think that's how we can use that. Once during your turn.
I don't even know what global you're talking about.
Devourer.
So this is a new card. It's intellect devourer.
Once during your turn, you may spin any one of your NPC dice to an energy fix.
There you go. It's an energy fixer in
Oh, there you go.
every way, right? So as long as it is a
Does it have
sidekick
to
die,
be a
you
sidekick
can
and then you turn it.
turn it to any side that you'd like.
As far as I know, it's just an
It's pretty
NPC
wild. It
dice.
just came out in the new Dungeons and
Yeah,
Dragons,
'cause it doesn't say psychic,
um,
like Yarnborn says.
the
once
third
per
Dungeons
turn,
and
your turn,
Dragons
spin
Dice
one
Masters
psychic.
set,
Okay, so yeah, it's any.
which is
it's any
pretty
one, I guess.
cool.
That's gonna be broken with Clayface. So then I have that. So this I spun to a shield. So then I'm gonna pay 2 to do Kree Captain.
Going to use the Kree Captain Global, which is pay 2 fist. The next die you purchase costs 3 less.
Buy a Volstagg.
So you can buy a Volstagg, which is usually a 5 cost for 2.
Yes, I'm gonna Atlas once.
4th. Oh, that's right. This is the 4th D&D set. Thank you, Ryan.
Why does it say move it to your reserve pool then?
Because I think you can spin a sidekick from your.
From your that's true.
At least I
that-
think
that-
so. I
yeah,
don't know. I mean,
yeah,
they'll
that
probably
makes sense.
rule. They'll
Yeah.
find 2 rulings of how they've done stuff, and then they're gonna say which one they want better.
No, that makes sense. If
Yeah,
you-
Intellect Devourer is
Kind of a
is going to be a
yarn
sort of a game-changing
For free.
card in terms
Make
of
a
the way
wand
that it
or
affects
an ally, and I think you can spin it.
the game.
They just reworded it weird.
Yeah. Well, and it says "an" and it's supposed to be "any."
Grammar police, wee woo, getting crazy. Kim's got
Okay.
Bolt Mask, Wild Mask. Again, she could be taking a similar line as Reg if she uses the Kree Captain Global, which is she's not going to though. Gonna just straight up.
Joe,
Drop.
a new guy, Joe Mercenary. Mercenary.
It is a Drow mercenary. I don't know D&D lore, but it has the obscure keyword.
And then I'll
So
pay,
when that die is active in the field and you use an action die, it is unblockable that turn.
buy a-
The obscure keyword is new in this set. Pretty cool. Jocelyn fiending for the boss battle. So Reg gets his investigation, which is going to mean when he uses that die, that's the black and orange one. When he uses that die, he'll get to draw and roll 2 more die out of his bag.
I'm going to investigate.
There it is.
Draw and roll 2. One is a Volstagg.
Volstagg coming out on character face. Things are about to get wild. We've seen this this combination of cards over here on Reg's side. The Warriors 3, which is Hogun, Volstagg, and Fandral. They all buff each other as well as grant each other
Pay 1,
keyword abilities
2,
such as Overcrush,
2.
Deadly, and Intimidate.
I'm going to
So
turn
when
this down.
When you roll a character face, you can put it into your field, like Reg just did here, by paying its fielding cost that's in the top left corner of the die. So he paid 1 energy to put his Volstagg in the field. It is now officially active as a character. If Volstagg had a while active ability, it would be instantly
Captain Global.
on. So while active abilities are on or off, as long as that die is in the field or attack zone,
That's priority.
that ability is on.
Alright.
He buys a Fandrill. Again, another piece of the Warriors
Of course I
3.
have to pay for you.
Jordo, what's up, man? How's your Tuesday going? Kim gets Tabaxi Rogue out, which is an interesting die always. We really like that. We really like that. She also rolls 3 energy. Shield Mask Fist.
Pay for him, Mr. Taxi Cab guy.
Taxi Cab.
One.
So again, pays 1 energy to field that Tabaxi Rogue.
Refill my bag.
She used the Heimdall Global, which says pay a mask and prep 2 dice from your use pile into your prep area, as well as the Atlas Global, which says pay a fist, prep another die from your bag to your prep area. Not minus 30 degrees Celsius. Yikes. Mine's great. I think it's like 50 degrees here. Maybe even hotter than that. But I hope that it's like, I hope that's not an analogy. Like, you know,
So I'm going to spin this down.
like if you were doing very hot, it wouldn't definitely not be negative 30. Hopefully, I mean, maybe hopefully it's actually negative 30. I don't know. Reg has 4 sidekicks here, 4 energy to spend.
Spin this.
My day's been great. I only had a half day with students today. Played in a indoor soccer game, which we... So I play on the teachers team, right? So it's teachers versus students. Little whippersnappers versus us oldies.
For my bag.
And we got beat like 21-3 or something. I take it you need the cards to participate in this event.
That rolls.
Cold Predator, that is a great question. So proxy cards are allowed. Also, proxy dice are allowed. So if you had...
Roll. Okay.
If you had access to a printer, you could print off your own cards and use
Die.
those.
He doesn't roll.
Also, if you haven't used
It's
the
first ever
team builder
roll.
on the Dice Coalition, that's where we get our... so it's a good team building tool. You can look up every card on there, as well as sort of piece together a team. And with that link, your opponent will know what cards you're playing with, if that makes sense. So,
Okay.
like, having the cards is not essential. It's actually more essential to have the dice.
And 1 to buy a instant ore.
Kim's going to spend 3 on an instant war,
We'll buy...
which is an action. Comics, Mike. Mike, how are you, man? Happy
Bye,
Tuesday.
Sage.
We've got you in the bracket. You took the first round
I'll
bye.
spin this to fist the field.
I was browsing that earlier. Yes, it's a super great tool.
Heimdall.
Super duper great tool.
And I will pass priority.
I'm glad you're here. Are you still working, or are you ready to rumble?
NPC, because I always thought NPC is a psychic die.
So Kim just fielded a beast die here. You can't really see these stats. However, the ability on beast is when beast
I'm
blocks,
going to draw 4.
corrupt 2. So corrupt 2 means your opponent draws 2 dice. You decide which one goes to the use pile and which one goes back to the bag. I'm rumbling. I love that. Welcome. So Reg there with his, he did roll his investigation again, which means he's going to be able to draw and roll 2 more dice. In theory, his best draw here, I think, would be to draw the Fandrill that's in his bag, because it will boost his Volstagg.
Myself.
He's going to hit himself, folks!
Okay. So we both do that.
Oh, no. Sorry, not prep. I'm going to do the Atlas Global. So I'm prepping a die. I'm taking 1, right?
Yes.
When you...
So the interaction here is between Kim's Tabaxi Rogue, which is this die
Then I'm
here.
going to investigate. Take another
It says while active, Tabaxi, or sorry,
1 is this, and then I have
let me get the actual reading here. While Tabaxi Rogue is active, when an opponent draws a die other than the beginning of their turn, clear and draw step, Tabaxi Rogue deals them 1 damage. So because Reg wanted to prep a die from his bag, that would be pulling a die outside of that phase.
Fandrill.
Thus, he takes 1 damage. Did you see my terrible team? Mike, I didn't look at any teams yet, but I'm excited for it. I am excited. I love this format. I know that we play it like...
8.
We at least play it once a year. We at least play it like once every couple months. But I really like this format, especially with this new product that has lots and lots of keywords. Oh, Michael is in there as the boss battle leader, folks. If you'd like to be in on the virtual dungeon crawl, that is the boss battle. Type in !boss in the chat. By being in chat and posting in the chat, you get stream currencies called bad rolls.
Attack with
You can win a few more of those if you survive the dungeon. So, Reg just fielded his Fandral like we were talking about. Both of these
I know
dice
when he blocks.
gift each other +2 attack, +2 defense, which is pretty cool. The even cooler
or
part
is it one?
is
When
that
he blocks, when Dark Beast blocks, correct?
Fandral
As soon as he blocks.
gifts Deadly
So I'm gonna attack
to Volstagg.
So he's a 6/8.
Deadly is like Death Touch in Magic, if you're familiar. It just means anything that's engaged with that character dies.
So 8.
How many people tonight? We have 8 people tonight, Mike. A real healthy bracket of 8. So Reg pushing forward. So at the end of your main phase, you pass priority. Your opponent has the chance to use global abilities during that time. Then they pass it back. Reg moved to attack, so he moved his 2 dice here from the field zone to the attack zone.
And they have deadly.
Kim then has a chance to assign blockers. Now, the interesting part about this this specific example is that Reg's dice have Overcrush, which means any attack
Alright,
that is not
we'll block.
sorry,
He's
any
blocking.
attack stat that is not blocked with a
Okay.
defense stat hits the opponent's life total.
Stay alive, I think. Stuff.
So as soon as he
Usually in
blocks,
this game,
so
anything that gets
corrupt
blocked
too, so I'll corrupt
only deals its damage to the characters that are blocking it.
2. Take
But
the-
Overcrush is a special
Okay.
case.
For that.
One.
Is someone not playing right now? Oh yeah, you could play Michael Ingledew right now.
Yeah, put one in your goes back in your bag, and the other one. Is,
Hey, me and Ingledew making it out. That's what I'm talking about.
So let's see here. It says if the die you place in the use pile is a psychic die, draw and roll a die. So I'm gonna draw and roll a die.
So Kim blocks with her Beast die, which triggers the corrupt keyword.
It's a psychic-
Reg takes some damage for that.
psychic.
He's actually down
actually
to
feel that?
15.
But it's past the block step, isn't it?
We are 11 and a half minutes
Yeah,
into
I
this
think I
game,
feel
if that gives you guys any sort of indication of how much time you have left.
I don't know the ruling on that.
But yeah, feel free to play.
Mr. Ross, we have an emergency.
It is I didn't hear the question.
If you roll a die on, she rolled a psychic using the corrupt ability to put one into her reserve pool, but she can't field it though.
So she's
No,
using
I guess not.
using the
It's not my
Beast
turn.
with corrupt.
So she had beast 2. It corrupted 2 on me, and it said if one of the dice I put in the use pile is a sidekick, she draws and roll a die.
Interesting.
So when she did that, and does it say when blocked or was it when beast blocks?
When Dark Beast blocks corrupt 2.
Yeah.
Then his other saying is if the die you placed in the use pile is a sidekick die, draw and roll a die.
So
But
she
I'm
draw and
guessing
roll a
this is not my turn though, so maybe I can't feel that.
Yeah, 'cause she won't be able to field a character.
No, not on my turn.
I think
So I
that's
can't do anything with that.
I think that's
Yeah, so
accurate.
that's weird. Yeah. Okay, so.
Yeah, with
8
any other
points-
energy, you could have kept it, I think.
Yes, that I could have used it for anything
I think-
globals, right?
I'm
Yeah.
thinking that's right.
Yeah.
So it's the character, then it'll go straight to my used.
Yeah, because you couldn't use it to block because it's
No, I
past
can't
the-
do anything. Yeah. So.
That is
8
odd,
two
though.
Here.
All right,
Mhm.
back to me being quiet.
Oh, no, go ahead. No. So 8-2, that's 6. I'm taking Overcrush.
She can't field it. Yeah,
And
since her
then this
main
one
step is already
six
over,
to
which
a
is the
one,
only
so
step
five,
in your turn where you can
11
field
altogether,
characters
and
from
then
your
this is
reserve pool.
KO'd.
But I also have 2 fists. I'm gonna use my cone of cold.
Oh, Cone of Code Global.
You get +2, so he's a +2 and he's a +2.
Oh, yikes. That's going to be
He's
big
a-
damage for Kim here.
And he's a 10, so that's 18 total, and your defense is. How much?
3.
3. So you get 15.
So 18 total attack, blocked by 3 total defense. Kim taking a large chunk of her damage down to... Yikes, I already forgot. That was 18 minus 3, so 15. She's down to 5 health.
Come on, Drow Assassin.
Hey, you're old this time.
There's the
Oh,
assassin. So she's got lots of characters here that can now block.
To be done.
Let's look up the Drow
Keep all that.
mercenary text. Oh, this is the obscure one. Now, here's the pickle, though, that Kim is in. Is she cannot really afford to lose any blockers at this point.
And pass to you.
Alright.
Nick over
Just
Jocelyn.
7,
Hot.
9,
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Hot dubs.
I have 14 right now on the board. It's overcrushed, so I need to get
Yikes.
2 more.
It is 5 to 15. Now here's the scary part. If Hogan comes out, he gets to he gets to intimidate
Because he has
one character out of Kim's field for the rest of the turn. There he is. That's gonna be problematic. I imagine he rolls here for fists.
been using Intellect Devour to make another.
You can make one more fist with Intellect Devour.
I'm gonna reroll. Just see if I
He's gonna go with fist. Try to get some fist naturally here. He doesn't get a single
I'm
one.
going to spin this down using Yarnborn to make a fist.
So one of those, Yarnbjorn.
Devour to turn this into
Yikes! I think that's gonna be plenty of
I'm
damage.
gonna pay 1 to field.
Because, again, all of these characters that Reg is using buff each of the other ones with +2/+2. So the red one gives the other two +2/+2. Then the brown one gives the other two +2/+2.
I'm going to
So in essence, all 3 dice are +4/+4 with Overcrush, Intimidate, and Deadly.
whichever one you block.
Yeah, I can't do anything with 5.
Huge. Yeah. They're gonna get out pretty huge. Yeah. I'm trying to see if that Intellect Devour pre-captain thing works, and I think it does, because that was pretty quick.
That was pretty wild. Great game, though.
I don't know if that's the way they roll the Intellect Devour. I don't know if that's
It's
right.
it's just a same wording as Yarnborn or anything, just worded really.
Poorly.
Well, I mean, it's a spelling mistake on it, because it does say "an" instead of "any," but it does say spin any of your NPC dice to an energy phase. And it's weird. It says, but move it to the reserve pool. I'm like, but if it was in the reserve pool, you're spinning it, which is kind of like the clay face. Imagine you have clay face, what you can do with this stuff.
Yeah.
You're gonna have instant fists, and that's why I think the Warriors 3 could be something fun. But I think there's gonna be
Yeah.
more stuff out there than Warriors 3, though.
I mean, they were good before Clayface even, you know? Clayface just makes everything fast. Great game, though. We're going to jump into another. We'll see you guys back in the chat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Kim, you still there?
Boop. So we're going to go find, I think room 7 is where Mike and Michael just jumped into their game. I lied. They are not anywhere to be found. Room 8, of course. It's still in the chat. I just can't read. So we're going to pop in here and watch the rest of this one. So it looks like this is Michael Ingledew's team. He's got some Wong, some classics. I love it. There's some classics mixed with some brand new cards. This Volo card, brand new.
2/2.
I see that he has upgrade proton cannon up here, which is an Overcrush maker.
Proton cannon.
Let me get my my other. Nope, that's not it.
3 dice.
Well, that's not it. Display right. Yeah, this is what we want.
Let's go Atlas Res.
Gonna use the Resurrection Global again. It's a pay a shield, prep 1 die from your bag for next turn.
In the bag.
Anytime any cards reference prepping a die, it means take something out of your bag, unless it tells you another location, like prep from your use pile. But usually, prepping a die entails you drawing 1 out of your bag, putting it in your prep area. Again, at the beginning of your turn, you'll reach in your bag, draw 4 dice, always, and then add anything that is in this area of your playmat, which is the prep area / KO zone. So anything that got knocked out from the previous turn, as well as anything that you have preparing for the next turn, will be there. So you could be rolling 4 dice, because you just draw 4 from your bag. You could be rolling more than that if you have sort of used some shenanigans to up your energy escapades. Escapades? Love, what do you think? Escapades or escapades? Escapades, like escalades.
Right. It's only escapades when it's sexcapades.
Oh, yikes! This just in! I feel like we should have a quote board.
No.
It's only X when we're talking about sexcapades. Nikki 2020.
No.
There is a quote feature. I feel like we could do that as one of our chat privileges. You could use your chat points to add a quote to the quote board.
Any of them good.
Oh
4 in the
man.
bag, that's perfect. Or
Oh, sorry.
no.
We're over here to Mike's team. We haven't taken a look at his yet. Again, some brand new stuff, right? This Intellect Devourer card,
Dragon.
brand new as of this week. And then some real oldies but goodies like Silver Dragon. It discounts all your dragons by 2 cost.
Got one in the
Slow down, Salt and Pepper.
That might have been
Yikes.
wrong. Might have been right. I don't know.
Who knows? Back over here to Michael's team. He has that Volo out. This is the one... sorry, let's look up Volo's text before I butcher it. This is the one that has experience. So experience is a Dungeons & Dragons only keyword. It's only found in those sets. If an adventurer... Sorry. That's not how this works. If you, as a player, knock out a monster that is opposing you, it literally has to have the monster affiliation, then at the end of your turn you gain an experience token, which is a +1/+1 counter on the card. So every die from that card, so like here is his Volo card, but he has 3 dice for it. So if Volo got 1 experience token, but he happened to have more than 1 Volo dice out, the buff would apply to both of them.
No, you're good.
Or sorry, all of them.
1 T2 proton.
Boom, 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 boom. Another proton cannon. Wild.
Atlas Res.
Wild. Looking good. Wasp, Heimdall, Finthaza.
Sidekick and then pass turn.
Oh, I thought you were attacking. I had the 4 in the bag.
Michael gonna push. He's got that Wasp. Maybe it's the one that every time you use a global, she gets a +1/+1 till the end of turn. Looks like a Batiri battle stack here on Mike's side. Sidekick and Fist. He does have that Silver Dragon in the field, so any dragon cards he purchases will be 2 discount. For instance, his red dragon over here, that's usually a 7 cost, would be a 5. Gold dragon down to a 4. Gonna field Batiri. Batiri battle stack, one of my favorite swarm characters in the game.
Over these 2.
Mhm.
And then going
Uses a Heimdall global, pays 1 mask, moves 2 dice from used to prep. Super great global.
Atlas Global.
Gonna use the Atlas global as well.
Then
Again,
I'm gonna
I keep saying global, but maybe we don't know. A global is a phrase on a card
it's 2
that is written in red text. So down here, maybe you can see, maybe you can see here on the Kree Captain that at the bottom of his card is a red text clause that says global. And usually the way global abilities work is you pay a cost and you get a benefit. So some globals will say, pay a bolt, deal 1 damage to target character die. Or, like Supreme Intelligence here says, global, pay 2 of any energy and move a 2 cost or less from your use to your prep area. The sort of balancing act of global abilities is that you and your opponent can both use any global abilities that are on the table. So usually, your cards are your cards, right? So Mike brought these 8 cards for his team. Those are only purchasable by him. Your basic action cards down here are purchasable by either player. And then any global abilities on any of your cards are fair game for you and your opponent. Sort of a checks and balances so that you don't bring all the good tools and your opponent is left in the dark. 2, it would seem that these are the upgrade proton cannons
Field
that grant
level 2.
a character overcrush.
As he is.
As tough as he is. He's a big boy at a 1 attack. He does have a 0 attack side, so really we should be grateful that we rolled him on his 1 attack side.
Wasp.
Sure.
To do 2 points to you. 1 attune from Volo, 1 attune from Wasp to give her
And remember, get your pets spayed and neutered.
4/4.
Okay.
Look at those +2/+2 tokens. Get wild, folks.
Proton cannon.
So the way that he's adding stats to this Wasp is by her
2 more points to your attune to give her 4/4.
sorry, by her ability. She also has attune. It says when you use attune, that means when you use an action, you get to deal a damage to a dice or opponent. When you use attune, she gets +1/+1. So he used 2 actions this turn. Thus, Wasp got +2/+2 and Overcrush thanks to
Highest priority.
the upgrade proton cannon.
For a second, what did you do?
$1, Bob.
Oh, I used a bolt to the raised shield
Oh, to
Oh.
make it bigger?
to get another plus. Yeah. To make her a
Nice.
7/7 over.
She's a 7/7 with Overcrush. That's wild.
Go ahead.
Let's see what Mike has for
And then pass
blockers.
priority.
Yep, back to you.
He's
And
got the
swing
he's got
at that
the
7/7.
silver dragon here. 5,
Block right now.
6, I
I'll
think.
take one.
She gets knocked
she'll
out even
KO
if she
at the end.
goes to the
Yep.
used pile.
KO it.
Yes, because she's not a fist character.
2 in the
And
back.
then
Oh, bloop.
1, 2.
Which is absolutely wild. So, again, things that get knocked out in this game go to the KO zone over here, which then gets added to your 4 dice for next turn. So, things getting knocked out, not always a bad thing. You get to recycle those dice. Maybe they have a win-fielded ability. Maybe you would like to now roll them for energy, etc. Wouldn't she be through before that can happen? I read it on Google, so it must be true. When do... I guess it's when damage gets assigned. I always forget the very end of the rule of the chart. Let's see if we can find it. I know it's on here somewhere.
1, 2, 3, 2.
Actually, it's in the Discord.
Both of those. Then, I'm gonna
Proton
turn-
Cannon says at
do I
end
need
of
to
turn.
global to turn this? Do I need to use that global?
So the question is, Proton Cannon on an unblocked character.
Then, with this, that's -2 to 5.
Yeah, I think
6.
that's the way that I've always thought about it. Is that it only gets knocked out if it's still active at the end of turn. There is the timing chart on here somewhere. I think it's in here.
Convert this.
Loddly-doo. Keyword page. No, none of those are the right one.
Spin this down.
Let's go to the rules questions. Maybe it's pinned in here. Here we go.
Red Dragon. Pass priority.
Step 7. Resolve any results. When damaged, when KO'd.
Use your
Step 8. All normal combat damage takes place. Step 9. Resolve any results.
pass back.
Turn to
He doesn't necessarily have end of turn on here, which is kind of sad. Damage is assigned. The die moves to use.
It's not a game.
Then
Start
PC
dumping
would
dice.
trigger. Die is no longer active.
Alright. There's the other
Not a
two.
game.
Unblocked with Proton Cannon should go through to used.
Yeah, definitely back.
It's not KO'd since it's not in the field to trigger.
Alright.
That's the way that I've always imagined that this would work out. Well, with 4 minutes left in this round, maybe we'll just let it fly. I don't know. What do you guys think? The die stays in the use. F the Immortal ruling. Right? Man, Immortal could have been so cool, and then they ruined it. We need some Destiny fans out here. Well, regardless, the way that it's being played currently is that Wasp got rerolled.
Volo has an experience because you killed a dragon last.
Ooh, he did kill a dragon last turn. A dragon is a monster character.
Yeah.
Volo gets...
Just like you
plus
killed
What happened to Immortal? They ruined it. They said that if you
Since I make
if
it
you
a 2/2.
spend if you spend a die as energy that has Immortal, it doesn't count as going back to the bag.
Alright.
Air horn is in order. We can arrange that. It's at such quick access thanks to this stream deck here that Nikki got me because she's the best. She can't hear me currently.
Move 2 over.
She's in the zone
2 to move over.
because of the transition. Cute. Yeah.
Using your Supreme Intelligence Global.
Yep.
Can't do much more than that. Pass priority.
Guys, I think we should play a format one week that is the reversal of the Immortal ruling. Immortal works the way that it would be awesome. That if a die has Immortal, anytime it goes to the use pile, it would instead go to your bag. That would be pretty cool. Yes, please. Yes. Yas. Sorry, let's get over here to Mike's turn. He has 2 silver dragons currently out. They both have Breath Weapon 2, which is actually really important considering with Breath Weapon 2, he could kill everything except for the Wasp. Pretty cool. No transition zone night. Oh gosh, that would get wild. People just PXG up to like 19 dice. I'm making dice tonight. Ooh, that's cool. Getting your print on. Call it Hella Immortal format. All your dice gain immortal.
So we're gonna keep
Stuart
this.
coming through with the heat.
I'm gonna pass priority to you.
Let's see if he chooses to activate this breath
I'm going
weapon.
to
I think he will.
attack.
Because he wants to kill
Use the
Volo,
breath
right?
Weapon 2.
Breath Weapon 2 says, so it's an ability that's only, sorry, not only, it is the majority of the time on dragon cards. Breath Weapon has a number associated with it. So this is Breath Weapon 2. When you attack with that character, you may pay 2 energy of any type, and you get to deal that much damage, in this case 2,
And I am down
to every opposing
16,
character.
15.
It also deals that damage to your opponent. So damage has been dealt here, folks. No reserve energy. All your unused dice go out of play. Yeah, the no leftovers.
And then how much for
Altered Dimension Night, where all attacks and Ds are flipped.
Alright, so there's 3 more.
Text has to be read backwards. I was like so on board until that part, and I was like, damn it, I got memed.
Use Atlas, and then I'd like to resurrect. one.
Sorry, over here to Mike's side.
And then, yeah.
I was just taking damage. Go ahead.
Just taking damage, not a big
Go ahead.
deal. It would seem that it's 13 to 15.
13, 15, you. Right?
Get wild.
Nothing in the bag.
Just get some emotes in the chat. Get wild, folks. Actually, I think this one's pretty funny. Is when you do this, 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 this. Because you got to have one of your tentacles be longer than the other. Am I right? Am I right, folks? Get your sidekicks out there with the tentacles and whatnot. Oh, did it post that? I'm really upset if it didn't.
It's horrible.
Do. Let's see what Michael's dealing with over here. It looks like his Volo and his Wasp. Sorry, Volo and Yuan Ti
Oh, poop.
did not roll character face. Maybe, okay, Volo did,
Level 2.
but he might be on his, oh, he's on his 1-2 side. That's solid. His 1-1-2 face is his level 3 side. Pip the Troll Knight. At the start of each turn, you can pick 2 of your opponent's dice, just send them to used.
Three for Wasp.
I feel like we should do another trick or treat night with some random damage assignment.
2.
I actually really enjoyed that night. So for those that didn't play in the trick or treat format, it was every time you purchase a die, you must exclaim trick or treat.
Proton cannon.
You then roll that die. If it rolls energy, it goes to your use pile like normal, and you take 2 damage. If it rolls anything non-energy, you get to prep that die, and you don't take the damage.
Res.
That format hates me. That's true. It did sort of screw some people. Oh, Nikki has brought the chocolate. Look, my hand's invisible.
Fist,
Nikki
pass
has brought the
priority.
chocolate. 55% cacao with sea salt, crunchy sea salt inside, as well as a caramel filling.
Ay. Ross.
Sorry, I'm pretty pumped. I thought it was a gummy. Reg really wants me on that gummy grind. It's an edible. Everybody. Sorry, fam. I want 3.
Field him.
Mm.
What is the toughness on your guys?
So good.
4 and 2.
Ross on an edible should be 1 week for sure. I'll consider when it becomes legal.
Yes.
Even with this +1?
Oh my gosh.
Don't
Does he
do
still
that
have,
again.
Does he still have
I won't do that.
It stays on him forever.
It's so good though.
Oh, really? So he's a 3.
Yeah, it's
Well, just air horn the whole night and tell us he loves us repeatedly. You guys know me so well. I would pay for that to happen. You mean it isn't? No. Virginia, so progressive.
I am going to pass priority first,
Pass back.
and then I'm going to attack. I'm going to use breath weapon 2.
Breath Weapon 2 from the Silver Dragon.
So
Actually, it could have been from the Red Dragon either. They both had Breath Weapon 2.
Yes, sir.
Michael takes the 2 from the Breath Weapon himself. But then all of his characters have now taken 2 damage, which is pretty cool. See how he chooses to block these red and silver dragons.
and one's a 5-6 and the other one's a 7-7.
5, 6, and a 7, 7. I imagine everything's going to die here.
Time.
If Michael chooses
You're
to
down
block
to
them
11.
both.
Yep, I'll take it. Good game.
If you would die.
Yeah. Yeah, good game.
It's
What?
chocolate.
You can block.
Yeah, no, I could.
Michael conceding here, it would seem.
It's a short night. I gotta work tomorrow. Want to get some other games in.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Thank you very much for the game. I'm sorry.
Hey, no worries.
Super fun times, fam.
Yeah. It was a good time.
We will we'll catch you guys back in the chat, but from
Okay.
what we got to see, that was a good time. See you guys soon.
Thank you.
That's the Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord yet, somebody will link that for me because they're the best. Awesome, Mike White Flag. He's eating gummies for sure. Oh my, another
Last one.
the last one, the last of the chocolates, the last of the chocolates, fam. Let's go to the bracket because things have happened. Oh shit, we didn't even start the shitter. We have to click the start the tournament button on ye old bracket. We saw Reg over Kim. Bam! We didn't get to see, but we heard Nick over Jocelyn. We just watched Mike over Michael in the Dragon vs. Volo Fest. Eventually, Volo would have got big there. That would have been kind of rowdy. And maybe Stuart and Bodie are still playing somewhere. Am I just making that up? I'm totally making that up. Bodie's like in the chat, so is Stuart. I lost, says Bodie. Sounds Gucci. Bam! We're into round 2. Winky face. We got Jocelyn versus Bodie. We've got Kim versus Michael Ingledew. We got Mike versus Reg. We've got Stuart, the conductor, versus Nick. Which, in fact, let's put that game on the stream. Stuart and Nick, if you guys could meet me in room 6, that would be the best. Everybody else, best of luck. Love you, mean it. Set that 30-minute timer, and we'll catch you on the other side. Air horn. Oh, get... Double. Gonna get wild in room 6, I can just tell. What do we need here? There we go. My friends, and we'll keep on fighting till the end, folks. Which is funny. That soundbite alone got my YouTube video a copyright claim last week. Can't go there. 'Twas a lot of fun. It was true. That Volo could have gotten large if we had given it some more juice.
Hello.
What's up?
Hi.
Hello. Sorry, I'm not in the right room yet. Let me get there. The stream room is room 6.
It's like a personal problem.
I will.
I gave you chocolate.
You did give me chocolate. What is wrong here? Why won't it let me join room 6? Seems silly. Let's see if I mute my stuff first. It says you're not allowed to join this video call. That's a big yikes. It says you're not allowed to join this video call. I can hear.
Oh,
We don't hear the audio very well when you do the sound effects. Nikki, please find Ross some more chocolate so he can turn into Saturday Night Live Simon. Yikes.
what?
Try some Carly Simon. She never makes copyright claims. Something's wrong here. She's looking at me like I've had too much sugar. Which could be true. Could be true. Can't deny that. Son of a gun. Okay, that's not going to work out. Nick and Stuart, let's meet up in room. Let's do room 1 and room 5. Nobody's in room 1 yet. Where's Steven when you need him? He always plays in room 1. I love it. He like stakes his claim. Stream room is now 1 and 5. And we'll keep on fighting. Room 4 is mine when I play. Ryan has staked his claim on room 4. I love it.
Room 4 is mine when I play. Ryan has staked his claim on room 4. I love it.
I hear. There we go.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I love it. Yes. It's happening. Hey, gents. How are we? That is an upset, a little upset wee one.
Yeah, she's been not so much fun all day.
Well, you know, we're glad to have her. Because, you know, we got to start them early loving this great game called Dice Masters. How was round 1 for the two of you?
Good.
Not bad. I see some fun shenanigans on both of your teams.
She screamed the whole time.
It must be the what am I trying to say? It must be the competitive edge, you know? What was I doing? I was getting some team lists. 1, 2, 3, 4.
She's about to go find herself in the hallway.
Is there anything fun in the hallway, or is that strictly punishment?
She's like done everything she should be doing to sleep, and just refuses to.
She's done all the baby stuffs. How old is she?
She'll be 6 weeks on Thursday.
Oh, solid. I have a approximately 1 month old nephew and a approximately 6 month old nephew. No, more than that. 8 months or so. All right, I think I'm set up. You guys ready to rumble?
Sure. What am I playing again?
Sweet. Do you want? Would it help to have a team list?
Yeah, I just we've actually.
Is that misdirection as you're on there?
It looks very misdirection-y. I can put the team links in the in this chat if you guys want to copy pasta them into your browsers and whatnots.
Did you say copy pasta?
Copy pasta, I sure
That's
did.
cute.
Nick, what you got over there? Give him the sauce. I forget whose team link I even just pasted, but it would seem like you have the Serac Global, the Atlas Global, the Thor Global.
Yeah, that's it for globals.
Aha. Did I copy paste the right one?
Heyday, I would have known what all this. Does Aspect let you reroll a basic action or something?
Yeah, well, any action.
Bam.
Any action.
Oh, pickles.
Deal damage.
Thor is equal once per turn. Next action die you purchase this turn costs 2 less.
Okay.
And Atlas is fist to prep a die from the hand.
Okay, so Fist Resurrection.
Yeah. And it's like blue eyes but fair is what the Thor Global is.
What are you talking about? And Volo is
Volo is
the new hot list.
Neptune. Gazer is Intimidate.
Yeah, Volo has experience and attune. Gazer has intimidate, but he can only intimidate. I mean, not that it's going to be super applicable, but it can only intimidate things that have no experience tokens. Is that how it works? Yeah, dice with 1 or less experience tokens. However, intimidate, you know?
That stupid moon.
Intimidate.
Card, right? That gets experience for anything that's fielded with experience, right?
Oh, the Vajra? Is that on your team?
That's moon.
Good old,
What's the one next to Atlas?
Manchun, that's what it is. Yeah, so Spark,
I was just calling it Moonshine.
Moonshine, I like that way better. Not that I have a problem. Alright.
Spark when you play an action.
Spark is when you roll any die on a burst or double burst.
Oh, burst.
Yep. Alright.
Play one-handed. There we go.
Best of luck to you both. Go get them, Tigers.
3, 2.
All right, folks. We're ready. We are so ready.
What am I doing?
Nick's going to go first. He's going to roll his 3 die. He got a sidekick, 2 energies.
Great.
Not exactly what he's looking for. He's going to go with a full reroll. Fist, shield instead.
Also not good.
I was about to say, anytime you only roll 2 different energy types on your first turn, it could be dicey. Get it? Dicey.
Let's spend 2
In terms
on
of, if your team doesn't have those 2 energy types, etc., etc.
misdirection.
He's going to purchase a misdirection from Stuart's side. It's a good example of how you can purchase your opponent's basic action dice, as well as use your opponent's global abilities. Stuart's first turn. Sidekick, 2 wilds and a fist. He doesn't love the fist. He's going for something else. Gets a mask instead.
Okay, we'll build the sidekick.
Pretty sure it's like secretly midnight and somehow the clocks just say it's not.
What are your 2 basic actions?
I have Wild Magic and Into Battle.
How do you bet on the matches with bad rolls? So I have to enable the betting feature. Should we do that real quick? Would that be fun? Just you and I.
I'll do
Oh shit,
Key
that's
Soldier.
covered up.
Go ahead, bud.
Winner?
Alright.
Question mark.
Goes away, draw 4.
Stuart is going to be option 0.
Oh, this
Nick will be option 1.
get wild.
There is a better way to do this, but I don't have it set up just yet. But we will be able to use that. Oh, pickles. There we go. Let's start the betting. You have 4 minutes to place your bets, folks. Exclamation bet. And then a 0 or a 1 for who you want to bet for, and then your amount.
Go ahead
So,
and spend 2. Oh,
who doesn't love a little chat interaction? Get wild, folks.
draw prep.
Nick going to use the Atlas Global to manage his bag and prep a die for next
Field a
turn.
sidekick.
Going to field a sidekick.
Spend 2 on Volo.
Buying a Volo.
Go
So
ahead.
let the games begin. Now, one thing to note already is that Stuart brought some enticing basic actions like misdirection. And if you haven't been playing for a while, or if you just hadn't noticed, every single action die in the game has a burst side and a double burst side. Has 1 asterisk or a double asterisk. So those are going to be his way of triggering the spark keyword. Can we not lose everything if we want to? Well, I felt like I've been metering it for so long that if I just took off the veil, if I just said, like, go for it, folks, like, somebody would shoot up to, like, 10,000 bad rolls, and or multiple people would be in the gutter with 0, which...
Heimdall.
When we switch, I think we are going to make the switch over to Twitch currencies. So if you guys see a little blue treasure chesty looking thing under the chat over here, you should click that because it gives you more channel points.
I also don't know what your basic
So I think we're going to move over to using those as our
What does
bad
Atlas do
rolls.
again?
Atlas
Because Twitch is introducing lots of different ways that are built into Twitch that you can use those channel currencies.
reduce the cost of the basic.
I would be the one in the negative. Everything on black. 13 black. Dealer.
All res.
Stuart's going to use the Resurrection Global again. Pay
Go ahead.
1.
All right.
Pay 1 shield to
4
prep
dice.
1 die from your bag. 4 dice here in Nick's bag. He does get that action, that misdirection. Now, a silly trick he could pull here with misdirection is that since he has a sidekick in the field, he could purchase something this turn. It would go to his use pile. Then he could use that misdirection die right here, this blue action,
3.
which says swap a character from your use pile with a character that's already in your field zone. So
I will.
I imagine we're going to see that here in a second either
then I'm
targeting
going
that
to
Wasp he
use
just bought
a
or the Volo that's
direction.
been there.
To swap
We need you to get
sidekicks
your setup to have
with the
guest
level 1
commentators.
Wasp.
Yes, I also need to have that hammered
If
out.
I had a burst, I get to draw.
Now that I have Stream Deck capabilities, I could map it to where it's just like a toggle
Pass to you.
What's Wasp do?
instead of like having to
has
open up a
two,
whole secondary
and
call
whatever
and adjust the
cartoon is
volume,
activated, she's
secondary
+1/+1.
style.
Okay.
That needs to go on the list. Let me make a list real quick. So we're gonna go to the Twitch currencies, Twitch channel points. We need to put some incentives in there. We also need Voicemeeter has remote audio setups. Yeah.
Sidekick.
Yes, Voicemeter. So Voicemeter, let's look into that first. Because that way we can monitor our audio levels much better than the general OBS mixer. And then we need a co-commentator channel.
Go ahead, sir.
Alright.
Co-commentating capabilities and I want a macro mapped on the Stream Deck to open up all the stuff I use for streaming. That is like the final hoorah. Press one button, get all their stuffs. There's a Voicemeter plugin for OBS which has a Stream Deck integration. That's awesome. That is good news. And it's really good news to have friends that have used it before, Ryan, and are professionals. So I can ask a zillion different questions about how to set up and integrate, etc. You the best. You the best. Jordo has one as well. Sweet. It's just such a quality of life game changer.
I bought one, yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to spend 2 to buy the last one. And then I will Atlas or Res, dealer's choice, draw prep. Alright. Your turn.
One of that. Swarm 2.
Nice.
The old swarm keyword, one of my favorites. Once you have one, it's hard to think how you did it without. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I want a second one. You want to get like the 50 button one? I have my 2, and I want a K95 keyboard now. Yeah, it has the strip of
Are these the infiltrate
mappable
swarm, or
macro buttons
what
on the
ability?
left side that are stream
Again,
deckable.
infiltrate.
Okay.
So these are the infiltrate Kree soldiers. Thus the bolded keyword on these buggas. Has swarm and infiltrate. So infiltrate keyword is if he attacks with these green die and they are not blocked, instead of dealing their combat damage to your opponent like normal, you can pull them back to the field zone and instead deal just 1 damage.
Okay.
Now the cool thing about Kree soldier is that its attack stats are 1,
Alright,
a 1,
so-
or a 2. So really, you're doing just as much damage as you would have otherwise, 2/3 of the time, but then you get to keep that Kree soldier in the field, which is pretty nice. He is going to want to keep one of those Kree soldiers in the field
Alright.
as to trigger the swarm keyword. However, you can have one Stream Deck change the profile on another.
Getting
Yikes.
greedy, I think.
Yeah, I haven't messed with any of the alternate profiles for the Stream Deck. I haven't used it for anything except for streaming, but I do realize that like workflow wise, like I could have a work profile or like a Photoshop profile or whatever else, and then I could have the stream profile, which is super sick. Like, again, the possibilities are, I wouldn't say limitless, but they are pretty vast. I say that like I use / need to streamline my Photoshop
to the
work.
card with Thanos.
There you go. He's going to move 2 villains
Yeah.
back to the card for Thanos,
So we'll pay 2 for
which
him.
will reduce him by 4
And
each.
Mr.
No,
X.
sorry.
That
3
is-
each time? Let's look up this Thanos card. It's
And
a
this is
really great one.
Crushing Thanos.
Yeah, Overcrushing Thanos. It's a 5/7.
Which
Yeah.
Thanos is this?
Push.
You may return a villain character die you control to the fields from the field zone to its card to
I'll take
to
the
reduce
5
the
damage.
cost of Thanos by 3. So he did that twice, thus only paying 2 for an 8 cost, which is wild. Work bought my
Very
second one after they saw me using my personal one. That's so
But I've
awesome.
got 5 dice.
Again, I imagine the streamlining capabilities would be so worth it for an employer, you know?
A lot of stuff.
If you had a person that knew what they were doing and could
Okay.
verbalize how how game changing it could be in terms of workflow, I can see that being a high value purchase for a company. So Nick has rolled 2 action
yes, that's
dice
just
here.
not-
These are both misdirections. He doesn't really want 2 of them because he doesn't have 2 other. He doesn't have 2 characters in his use pile. He also doesn't have the capabilities of buying 2 dice this
Okay.
turn to be in his use pile, especially with all 3 bolts.
I'm gonna spend 3
Gonna spend 3 on another wasp though.
on another.
We will
boss.
probably see that get swapped with a sidekick. However,
I'm
the
gonna
second
figure out how to do
misdirection
this.
will not be able to
Because
trigger
they
since
have
there's.
bursts.
Oh, right. Misdirection with a burst, however. So just a general rule in Dice Masters is you cannot use an action die
not one
to no effect. So
Okay.
the misdirection
I'm gonna
die
go ahead
could
and
not be
use
used if it was on its
one
regular side,
misdirection.
but we do see that they're both on a burst or
swap
double
a
burst
sidekick.
side here. Which means
And a level 1
even
wasp.
though he can't do the first part of the effect, swap target character die you control with a character die in your use pile, he can still do the added
Since it
burst,
has
double
burst,
burst
I
effect
get to
that
draw and
says
prep a
also
die.
draw and prep a die. Oh, sorry, draw a die from your bag and prep it. So he will be able to use
And
the
now
action
my
die,
pile is empty.
which will
So I can't use
trigger
other.
the attune.
But I at least get to deal you 2 damage from a tune from these 2 guys.
2 damage from attune, 1 from Volo, 1 from
So that
Wasp.
puts you to 18.
Yes, sir.
Stuart down to
And-
18.
I will pass there.
Just gonna pass.
Go ahead.
I wonder if he could have actually used that that other die. Because it was on burst double burst, right? Wasn't that the entire discussion was that because they were on burst double burst, he could use them irregardless. I love it when people say that. Regardless of what was in his use pile. Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody help me out there. There is a Kree soldier.
Level 1
Gonna field that Kree soldier level 1.
and res.
Purchase a second
Sounds good.
Kree soldier. He had 3 of them purchased. He
Oh,
turned.
that's
He put them back on the card so he
Alright.
could buy that
3
Thanos.
dice. Draw 1.
Things are going to escalate pretty quickly for both players here. The attune from these misdirections is going to pump up these wasps and the Volo, as well as the Thanos. The Thanos on Stuart's side has Overcrush, so these stats are not super oppressive on Nick's side. He's going to be leaning towards sort of a wider field of more dice. Stuart going to be coming in with that big hammer Thanos die that has 5 attack, 7 attack, 9 attack on its highest side. Pretty
Alright.
stout. Pretty stout.
Let's just go for some fun.
Nick says, let's do it for the lulz.
I am going to use the Thor Global. Spend 2 on a Wild Magic.
Wild Magic, another
It was
brand new basic action.
And I'm going
Let me
to
read that
attack
card
this
text for you. It says,
membrane.
choose 2 of the
Go.
other basic action cards that players brought
What's
this
the
game.
Magic do?
You may use a copy of
Wild
each of their
Magic,
effects
choose 2
with
of the
Burst.
Other basic action cards that players brought this game. You may use a copy of each of their effects with Burst.
So he will be able to
Wow.
use...
Assuming rolling
Beholder
they
Light.
have a Burst.
He could use
Beholder
Misdirection.
Light.
Yeah, Beholder Light. But it only costs
But it
2,
counts
which is
as using
wild.
the action for
Yeah.
other purposes.
Yeah. So it's
It will still trigger the attune keyword, which is
Yep.
gross.
Go ahead.
mean. That is mean.
Because using the effect of an action is the exact same game-wise
New card in the set.
as
I wonder why.
actually using that die. Here's Thanos on his 278 side, his level 2. He also gets that misdirection on
Okay.
on its highest side.
We'll spend 2.
On its highest side.
Level
Misdirection
2.
is on its action side.
We will Heimdall.
Gonna Heimdall. Pay
Got it.
1 mask to prep 2 dice from your use pile to the prep area. What will he choose to do here in terms of misdirection or not? Also, attack with Thanos or not? Nick has enough stats to take the overcrush damage. He could also just let Thanos through for
Ross, you can
7.
come in and correct me if I'm wrong, but I can use misdirection to prep a die without using the misdirection.
Yeah, as long as you use one portion of the card.
Okay.
Oh. Oops.
So we'll use that.
Ryan,
I should have done that last turn.
which I thought that that's what you were doing last turn because I thought you mentioned they're both on burst, but
Yeah, I forgot you could do the bottom part.
yes, as long as you can use one portion of or at least any part of the action, then it's not for no effect.
And I'll attack for 7. So
What did I
7,
just miss?
Overcrush.
Ryan dropping
7,
500
overcrush.
biddies. Thank you so much for the bits, man. I appreciate that. And we get these cute little snowman.
I'm
Cute
feeling
little
risky.
snowman
I'll
that get to
take it.
drop into our little
So that puts me
get to
down.
drop into our little Erlenmeyer flask. I love it. Ryan, thanks so much for the 500
Alright.
bits, man. You
Now I
are
get to draw 2.
the legend. I haven't called you the legend in way too long. The legend. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the
2
bits.
more.
Thanks for the always support. Narwhals. The narwhals. Snow narwhal. Oh, I see it now. I literally thought it was just an upside down snowman face. Yikes. It is a snow narwhal. Or maybe it's not even made out of snow. Maybe.
Alright.
Do you guys see the tension? Do you feel it?
Fun.
Can you feel it? Speaking of narwhals, this just seems to fit, I think.
I still want to put my baby down.
The trap. Don't
Hmm.
do it.
Yep. I know.
Thanks for the 500 bits.
Alright.
Legend.
I'm going to play.
It's just a narwhal, no
Or
snow.
Manchun.
I got you.
Okay.
Here comes the Manchun. This is really going to escalate the Volo action.
that.
He does also have
Then I'm gonna
2
use the
misdirections
first
here.
Misdirection to swap him with a sidekick.
Swapping
Okay.
one sidekick for Manchun, which
then
is now
deals you
active, which is
2 damage from a
wild.
tune.
Okay.
So I've got you at 16.
Stewart's down to 16, thanks to 2 instances
And then,
of 2
learning
attune
from
damage.
past mistakes. I
You
will use my second misdirection to just prep a die,
could prep a die.
which is going to deal you another 2 attune damage.
Sounds
It
good.
also buffs up these 2
And
wasp
Manchun,
dice, right?
Since he's active.
Oh, pickles.
whenever
We
I
forgot
use
about
basic
Manchun.
action die, deal 1 damage to all opposing character dice.
Ooh, shots fired. The field has been cleared.
Alright.
The wasps have been
14.
boosted.
I've used the tune 4 times. So
Use the tune
1,
4
6.
to...
These are both going to get +4/+4.
Mhm.
So 6,
The
12,
wasp.
13,
Yeah.
14, just enough.
Just enough damage.
Because Manchun has a 0 attack.
Yikes.
So she gets plus. How does she get? She gets plus for every time you use a tune.
When you use a tune, Wasp gets +1/+1.
Cool.
So she used it, he used it, then she used it, he
Yeah.
used it.
Wow, I've never thought about that. Like, when you use attune, that counts all of your attunes. That I'm just
Does it?
dense.
I don't know.
So yeah, the way it's phrased is when you use attune on this card or another, Wasp gets +1/+1. That's
I
wild.
was hoping to draw the wild magic.
And again, I haven't played enough Wild Magic yet to know if Wild Magic attune is just gross. But
Oh, it's gross.
it's gross.
Just reading
Verified.
the card.
right? Using the
Yeah.
You play one
effect.
basic action and you get it 3 times.
It's gonna be like Ultraman all over again, where people are gonna have to poison their BACs by not bringing anything that has a burst symbol on it.
Well, I mean, as long
Well,
as
it doesn't matter.
Well, I think it. Well, yeah. People are
Burst doesn't
asking.
matter, just
People
you
are
get to use
asking the.
burst.
Well, according to the morph ruling, I could not have chosen resurrection.
Right, because it doesn't. It says use the effect of 2 basic actions that have or as if they were on their burst side. Which. Sorry, that's not the exact text. Let's find it. Wild
Well,
magic.
Yeah, they basically by prior ruling made it so that you can only use
That's
actions.
that's ridiculous.
Yeah. It says
That's
you
an
may
absolutely asinine ruling.
use a copy of each of their effects, talking about the 2 basic actions, with single burst. So I suppose if it doesn't have a burst, double burst, extra added feature, then that is a no-go for wild magic. The wild magic only gets so wild.
That makes absolutely no sense because just because I rolled a double burst action doesn't mean I don't get to use the basic action if it doesn't have a double burst effect.
Right, because they use yeah.
I mean, I think it's.
Sorry.
I
Yeah,
don't
the rules.
like
The rules
rules.
team is a joke. So
Get
Sorry.
ruly with it.
Old
Anywho,
guy here.
it was a great game. Yeah,
Yeah.
old guy
Who cares?
chiming in. It was a fun game. It was fun.
oh yeah.
I loved the. You caught me off guard with the return 2 Kree soldiers to the card. I didn't see it coming, but I loved it.
Well, I should have done 3. I should have done all 3.
Should have went with
Well,
the.
I shouldn't have rolled another extra sidekick. That's what should have happened.
Well, I cannot believe
then
you
I could've-
decided to roll an extra
then I-
sidekick.
Yeah, and then I could have I could have gotten that Thanos out at level 3.
That'd been gross.
Yeah, but the first turn not being able to buy a Kree soldier really killed me. The
Yeah.
second turn, you having no fist. Since
Yikes.
everything on this side is fist except for Thanos. This whole side of the board is cute. I just have never bought anything.
it's super cute though. All right, we'll see you guys back in the chat.
Go Warriors 3.
Twas fun. Also, a little birdie told me that there is another Warriors 3 team out there tonight. Dun 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 dun. Oh, that's right. Spoilers. All right, we'll see you guys here in a minute. It was fun. Bye. Blam! That was a good time. Wild magic is gross. It did bad things to me. It was so wild. Let's go to the bracket. Let's fill this puppy out. Bam! Ross, you're still clicking things. You could just press these cute little buttons on your stream deck. You don't need to be clicking all over every page. You got these cute little buttons. Pow, 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 pow. Watch this, guys. Bam. Boom. Bam. Bam. Bam, 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 bam. Oh! Wow. Wow. That was the wrong one. Of course I clicked the wrong one. Here we are at the bracket. It seems that Reg over Mike. We all the way home. Michael over Kim. Blam! Blam, 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 blam. We just saw Nick over Stewart. Blam, 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 blah, 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 blah. Flam. And Jocelyn and Bodie. Did we hear from that game yet? Hard to say, folks. Somebody will let me know here in like T-minus 4 seconds, since I'm a slow poke. Well, let's check Pokemon Go while we're here. I know we got some Pokemon Go fans out there in the crowd. I want a Shelmet. Jordo, saw that team, looked fun. If he didn't post that, I might have slotted in Shockwave for tonight. Yeah! Talking about Laurier's team or something? One of his last post. I don't think I read that one. But I did see Nick say something about Shockwave afterwards. Is Jocelyn and Bodie still going? Gordo's team. Gord's team, it sucked hard. Yikes. Pokemon Go has we have an Oddish and a Chikorita. Anybody want to place any bets on which one is going to be shiny? All right, we'll do the Oddish first. Dun 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 dun. Okay, click, you freaking weed. Yikes, this sucks. Oh, here we are. He's blue. We don't want it. Open your damn gifts. I'm such a bad pokey friend. I feel like I tell that to people that add me. They're like, Bodhi over Jocelyn. Hot dog! I tell people that, and they heed my warning, but what are you going to do? Be like, yeah, you're right. We shouldn't be friends. Chikorita, also the regular green. I need one more of the browner ones. I have 2. I just need to complete the set. All right, folks. Oh, we got the betting. Holy wow, we got to go to the betting. There were some people that bet on that last game. We're going to pick Nick as the winner. Bam! Congratulations if you picked the... Hello? If you picked the correct winner of the last game. Ross, please open your gifts. Man, at least there was a please with that one. I'll do it during round 3 if I remember. I'm such a bad pokey friend. I'm the worst. I'm the worst. Oh, there we go. It awarded Jordo with the 15 extra bad rolls. All right, here we go. We're moving into round 3, folks. It's time. I know where my fans are. LOL. LOL. So, round 3 is Stuart versus Michael. Jocelyn versus Kim. Mike versus Bodhi. And Reg versus Nick. Which, if I'm thinking of teams that we haven't seen yet tonight, we haven't seen Bodhi's team. We haven't seen Jocelyn's team. We haven't seen Bodhi's team. We haven't seen Jocelyn's team. We'll flip a coin. We'll do Yawning Portal. Okay. Bodhi is going to be action. Jocelyn will be energy. Huzzah! Energy it is. Double bolt indeed. Jocelyn and Kim are going to be on stream in room 1. Everybody else, best of luck. I have to play that Bodhi guy. No. No. You don't have to have a WDO. Keep looking for WDO where I can bring in the Thor too. No. Stuart, you are playing Ingledude in the chat. Michael Ingledew. Again, that's Stuart versus Michael. Jocelyn versus Kim. Mike, Comics Mike, versus Bodhi. And Reg versus Nick. Those are the round 3 matchups. Best of luck, folks. Again, I will see Kim and Jocelyn in room 1, pretty please, as well as room 5. Let me mute all my crap. Bloop.
Hello, we're in room 1 now.
Meet.
What the heck, room 1?
I know. Room 6 has betrayed us. It literally said that I was unable to join the call, and I was like, fine, we're out of here.
Oh, I see.
We
Room
don't-
6 is broken?
Yeah.
Well, Dice Masters North also has Hangout Room. You can always try those sometimes.
That's true. We should expand our horizons. What the who? Are one of you able to join room 5 as well? Pretty please.
I'm on it.
Nice.
I mean, I'm already there. I'm like sitting there.
Oh, have you joined the call?
No, not yet. I'm going. It's connecting. Done.
Hearsay. Jocelyn, welcome back. We have missed
Thank
you.
Yeah, I have a time zone problem.
Yeah. Are you Hey, Reg. Reg's dropped in for a flan. Sorry, we were discussing that we have missed you over the past couple weeks. I hope your hiatus was enjoyable.
It was. I'm going to try and come out more, but the hard part for me is building teams.
Yeah.
I just don't have a lot of time. So this week was easy because it was our weekly game last week, and I hadn't put it away yet.
Well, you just, you gotta slip me the word, and maybe we'll just copy whatever your local was playing every week. Maybe that would get a little stale.
I'd be okay with it.
I have decided, and my New Year's resolution for this coming next year, I suppose, is to try and have an actual like long-term calendar of the events that are coming up, so that people that may be pressed for time/energy in terms of team building can have things prepared, not like Sunday night, like I'm pretty good at doing recently.
Well, that would be handy, but that doesn't mean much. As Kim can attest, last week I was like, I might not have a team for this format that I've known about for 3 weeks.
Well, I'll have it out
Give her, like,
4
a year,
weeks in
but not
advance.
I
A
didn't know
year is
about
pretty
it
long.
all the way in 2019.
Yikes. Yeah, I don't even start thinking about 2020 until 2019's over, of course. Sweet. All right, I'm all set up. I lied. That is the biggest lie I've told tonight. Okay, maybe not. I don't have your team lists quite copy and pasted into the slideshow. Also, props to you both. You were the first 2 submitted to the form, by the way.
Thank you.
So you guys win the, I don't know what award it is.
Beaver Award?
You win the
Angry Beavers.
Most prepared.
Angry Beavers. That seems
Angry
fine.
Beavers.
Whatever award you guys would like to claim, it's the one that you've won tonight.
So,
The
Kim,
biggest
are you
one.
like playing magical corrupt stuff again?
Yes, I am.
Ooh,
Okay.
tabaxi craxy, if you will.
Hasn't done nothing today.
Well, I just lost to it to Bodhi, but it was close. I managed to take him for 15 with double team up, but
Ooh, interesting. We have 2 Tabaxi Corrupt teams, and we have 2 Warriors 3 teams.
and then me.
Yep, and then there's the other 4. I
The
mean
others.
the others. I mean, we have a Dragons team. Who doesn't love a good Dragons team?
I almost played dragons with this format, but I felt breath weapon was mean.
Yeah, I've actually never built around Breath Weapon before. So I was gonna do double the Valandra Shadow Meld that has double energy drain, so that everything just is like always level 1, and then I was gonna use Breath Weapon to just kill everything.
Nice.
But as little Timmy as all of my teams are, it probably would have failed miserably. All right, I'm so ready. You guys so ready?
All right. Kim, you want to roll sidekick?
Yeah.
Take it away. Go get 'em, Tigers. Best of luck.
Uno.
1.
All right, fam in the chat. Let's do this betting thing again. That was pretty fun. So option 0 is going to be
Roll
Kim.
again.
Alright, question.
Option 1 is going to be Jocelyn.
1 again.
So make your bets. You've got 4
Same.
minutes
Double tiebreaker.
to choose who you would the double
Question
tiebreaker.
mark. Bolt.
Choose who you think's going to win this one.
2 question marks.
Kim with the
Question marks.
Tabaxi
Two
Craxy
sidekicks.
Oh,
corrupt
okay, one
damage.
Okay.
Jocelyn
So,
playing
I
the
Third
You
time
win
for
that
sure. Okay, I'll go first.
Thanos Poxwalker
Alright.
Swarm team up craziness with Wong and such.
Any globals aside from Tabaxi?
And Thor. I have
Bet.
Thor.
Okay.
0,
and you're running
10.
more?
Bam!
And Heist.
Okay.
And you
Corrupt
have no-
and Heist.
No globals.
Heist is such
Release from the ice and
an interesting basic action. I wish it saw more action, to be honest. It's hard to play
okay,
virtually
so I'm
because
going
it involves
to
you
spend
drawing a die out of
my
your opponent's
Ethereum
bag,
past you.
which is obviously easier in person.
Excellent. Taxi cab guy and back to you.
All right.
There we go. So turn 1 for Jocelyn. She bought a Batiri Battle Stack. Kim's first turn, she rolled a sidekick and purchased her Tabaxi Rogue. Again, that is the essence of her damage engine is to get Tabaxi Rogue out and then make her opponent draw dice,
Not a goal.
which seems counterproductive, but it's actually highly effective, especially with this Dark Beast that she might be purchasing soon.
Hard with no.
It's when Dark Beast blocks, Corrupt 2, so your opponent draws 2 dice.
Sage.
Pretty cool. There's the Sage. This is I think it's the when fielded Sage, probably. When fielded Corrupt 2.
I'll put all of the
I
dice
think.
in my bag.
Oh, we're doing.
When fielded Corrupt 2. There's also the when KO'd Corrupt 3 version,
You go. You play.
but I'm not sure that Kim brought any way to
I should have done.
KO
this
her
right.
own Sage.
Play this
But we'll
way,
see.
right.
Now they have their opposing tokens here.
See what's
The Kim
Yes, I know
token
you.
versus the Jocelyn token.
Here we go.
Getting wild.
Thanks, Matt, if you're watching.
Man, things are really getting heated over here with the token battles.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Shoutouts to all of the creators out there that are swagging out this game.
Pass priority
which I know some of them are in this chat. So thank you
Yeah,
guys
but
for
mine
making
were
this
3D
game
games,
awesome. Matt, they're talking about the Kim and Jocelyn tokens here that are
But mine's
featured
backwards,
in
it's,
the
use
attack zone of
backwards
each
game,
player.
right?
No, it looks correct.
Oh, okay. So it's
4
just
dice from the
backwards.
bag. Kim dodged, unfortunately, her Tabaxi Rogue and the Sage that was put in there.
Birdie the other way, so that it's right on the string.
There we go. A little
Only
bird
about Materies, right?
and the K, the
So
Super
far.
K.
So far. Alright, let's roll these two. Oh, not what I wanted to do or happen.
Yeah, Kim's not looking for any more sidekicks, really.
That Dave.
Her
Okay,
team
yeah,
is not reliant on getting her
and,
bag,
it's like
cycling very quickly.
Bye.
It's more about getting her characters established and then using her energy to do the things that she wants
I will
with globals and such
pass the two
to manipulate
sidekicks.
her opponent's bags and draws. Gonna attack with 2 sidekicks here. Let's see if Jocelyn wants to block 1 or 2 or none. Always an option.
I'll block them both.
She's gonna block both.
Okay.
2 sidekicks go to sorry. Everything that gets knocked out goes to the used. Everything that gets knocked out goes to the KO pile. Unblocked characters, however, would go over here to the used pile. Again, your used pile only gets put back in your bag when you have no dice left to draw in your bag.
Oh, there's a newbie on watching the stream. I probably shouldn't make stuff up like that.
Way to go, Jocelyn. Way to go.
Welcome to Dice Masters. It's lots of fun.
Welcome to Dice Masters. Lots of fun. Indeed.
Do I want to do that or do I want to do that?
You can no longer bet on anything. Look how aggressive that text is. You can no longer bet on anything, folks.
Do this. Reroll.
Okay, fine. Don't tell me how to live my life. So she does get her another battle stack on character
So that's
face.
a level 1 Batiri. Those are 2
Batiri
sidekicks.
battle stack has Swarm.
I have 3.
It also says Batiri battle stack gains +1/+1. That's 1 attack, 1 defense for each other Batiri battle stack in the field.
And
So,
I will
as it stands right now, both of those orange dice are buffing each other with +1 attack, +1 defense. Pretty
Four
cool.
in my bag.
Pretty cool. Speaking of energy drain, I was going to play an energy drain team, and Madeline Pryor is on Jocelyn's team. 3 cost. 3 cost mask character. Yikes.
3 for
With energy
Dro
drain.
Mercenary.
Dro Mercenary has been purchased.
A to field.
There's the Sage and Tabaxi Rogue are now going to be active on
Animal.
Kim's side. So the damage can begin.
Field Sage corrupting you for 2.
Oh, this is the Winfielded Sage.
Yes, one fielded.
That's the one I guessed earlier.
Still my
Go me, best caster
2 sidekicks.
2019.
Which one do you want where?
It's
I want the
2020,
question mark
folks.
in the used
Where
pile.
were we?
Done.
And the other one in your.
Okay.
I'll pass priority.
Pass back.
I will attack with a 2/3 Sage.
2/3 Sage coming at you. Again, Jocelyn really would like to keep that in the field because her corrupt trigger is when fielded. So when you take that character from the reserve pool, pay its fielding cost, and put it in the field, that is when
No swarm.
she requires... Oh shit, there's a lamp behind me. I almost forgot.
Foxwalker.
Is it gonna fall?
Reroll.
Almost just straight up ruined everything.
Foxwalker again.
Everything might have been aggressive. Oh my god.
Okay. Should I go with that plan or the other plan?
Step 1, have a plan. Step 2, stick to the plan. So Poxwalker did not come up on character
2
face.
for Madeline Pryor.
I think if it did, the plan was to buy more Poxwalkers.
Batiri.
Oh my, we're really gonna flood the board here.
Batiri.
We do see that Jocelyn has Team Up, which is a great action to have if you're going to have tons of characters in the field. Team Up says, when you use this action, each of your character dice get +1 attack, +1 defense for each different affiliation among your
When I
active
use an
character
action
dice
he's
-1.
unblockable. And his keyword's actually obscure.
Obscure.
So which is when you use an action die, character is unblockable. Yep. Which he never rolled yet. So
He has yet to roll.
Fortunately, you have the opportunity to reroll him should you so desire.
I will.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
After every roll, you have the opportunity to re-roll if you'd like.
You're welcome.
She doesn't have a an action die here to fuel the obscure keyword. However, we do know that she has purchased that instant war die, which is going to be coming through the bag probably next turn.
And that's coming. Oh, I should reload.
Doot 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 doot.
Alright, I'll pay 1.
I think Kim's just going to keep pushing that sage forward until, in theory, it gets knocked out.
I'll keep that for I don't know what. Pass priority.
Gonna go with the heist.
Alright. 2 in my bag, 1 is a swarm.
There's another Batiri.
Refill.
So again, the swarm keyword works that, so Batiri Battle Stack is that orange die there. If that is in the field, and you draw a matching die, so another Batiri Battle Stack during your draw clear and draw step, beginning of your turn, then you draw an additional die. So this is why she has 5 rolled here on this turn.
Thor Global.
It's because it's 4 from her regular draw 4, and then 1 extra one thanks to the swarm keyword.
Foxwalker for 0. Priority to you.
Nothing. Pass 5.
Turn.
All right, those Batiris again are each of them is gifting +1/+1 to each other Batiri battle stack. So effectively, all 3 of them have a +2/+2 buff. It's funny. I was gonna play a swarm. I had dabbled with playing a swarm team akin to Jocelyn's. I was going to use the Parademon from the Batman set to deal damage. And the uncommon Queen Grab Stab.
Sage.
The bird has been tweaked ever so slightly by Jocelyn to be effectively standing up.
Field the sidekick.
Instant War says each player draws 2 dice.
Yeah.
They must field all sidekicks that they draw.
So you'll take 3.
The other dice
Oh, right. 'Cause I took
you
2
put back in your
because I
bag.
didn't use the sage before.
Yep.
I forgot about that.
So now
I probably forgot too because I'm still on 20 life in the chat.
Dro is
Oops.
unblockable. So I'll pass priority.
I will pass back.
So he's unblockable for 3, and then also attack with a 2/3 sage.
Okay, I will block the sage with a sidekick, and I will take the 3 to put me on 12. And the clock is ticking. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Foxwalker Swarm. and
Poxwalker
1
swarms, so that works the same way as Batiri. Again, if you draw a matching die of that character, the Poxwalkers work pretty similar to the Batiri battle
I might
stacks.
be pogoing, sorry.
Poxwalker gets +1 attack for each other Poxwalker die in the field of both players. So these Poxwalkers are going to buff each other,
Level 3.
give each other a +1/+1.
Feels for free, and then I'm going to use your Thor Global to buy another team up.
Gonna buy a second team up. Things could get really wild next turn for Jocelyn. Let's see if Kim can whittle down the field of Jocelyn before things get too wild. It was sort of counter synergy to use that instant war, because again, the more characters that are in Jocelyn's field when she gets that team up, the crazier this is gonna get. As it stands, she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is Madeline Pryor a double?
Oh, she didn't roll. Okay,
Madeline
so let's
Pryor
do-
is a double affiliation. So there's 6 affiliations in the field.
Okay, there's 1 in my bag.
Ooh, let's see what she gets. Kim could use team up against her. Oh my gosh, didn't get it.
Okay, so put your psychic in.
Grapple.
Yeah.
Roll with a theory.
Yeah.
It is a 1, 2, 2.
Okay.
1, 2, 2. Jocelyn takes 2 damage
1, 2, 2,
thanks
2.
to that.
And let's do instant war.
Oh, and I took 2.
No, sorry, you took 2 for that, yeah. And you're gonna take another 3.
And they're all sidekicks.
Oh man. So she had to pull 3 more dice thanks to
Hey, I am not
instant
the one
war.
that's playing your team.
So you're at 7 now.
I'm at 7.
Jocelyn's at 7, Kim's at
The
16.
1 to field your Batiri.
Okay.
Wow, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So many characters on both sides of the field here.
Huh.
The problem is Jocelyn's going to be able to utilize that number of characters better than Kim will. So Kim really wants to whittle this wall down. Speaking of wall, let's get some wall up emotes in the chat. Look at these walls we're dealing with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 characters in the field for Kim, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 characters in the field
And your Batiri, sorry, on the top.
for Jocelyn. That's a wall. That's a wall, folks.
Let's see here.
But again, that's what this team is built to do.
I will block
Jocelyn's
them
team.
with one sidekick.
Kim's team, just the instant wars have been just piling up for her.
Get KO'd and your Sage lives.
Sage lives another day.
Okay.
Let's see what's going to happen here. There's one
Team up.
team up. So double team up would have been the nuts here
You have
in
a
terms
lot
of killing power. So again, there's 6 affiliations in the field, so every single one of her characters is going to get a +5/+5. So there's not going to be enough
Yeah, what are your biggest?
not going to be enough damage, or sorry, not going to be enough attackers here to purely get some damage through. However, with the buff from Team Up, she will be able to clear Kim's field
Okay,
completely.
so I've got
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
affiliations
8,
on Battle of
9.
Fire, 1 on Batiri and 2 on Foxwalker. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So +4/+4.
Oh, that's right. The monster banner is the affiliation of Batiri.
7,
So it does not count as a double affiliation, just a single.
exactly the same number of dice.
So it's going to be 9 attackers with 9 blockers here.
Do I want to do anything before?
However, KOing the Sage here could be the kiss of death for Jocelyn. She needs to hang on for one more turn. We'll see. Well, actually, Batiri won't be out. So, sorry, not Batiri. Tabaxi Rogue will have to get fielded prior to that Sage getting refielded. That'll be 3 damage alone. We'll see how many. I mean, we can see 7 of Kim's 8 sidekicks, so she's not gonna. Oh, that's right. But Instant War is just from the draw, right? So in theory,
My last Foxwalker.
Jocelyn could take 3 from Sage next turn. She could take 3 from Instant War next turn, possibly twice. So sketchy here, but that's the play that's got to happen.
Let's both prep a die, which will take.
Ryan knows. Ryan knows what's up.
My bag. And takes me for 1, so I'm on 6. Okay, and everything else, you're good?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, she Tabaxi Rogue? Global?
So, oh crap, those are both the same.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Boop.
7, 8, 9
Scoople.
characters.
Yeah, so first off, the Batiris buff each other, right? So that's a 4.
Oh, I forgot about the
plus
intentional
4.
buffing here that's happening even before the team up comes along. So none of these characters are going to die. But Kim could strategically let 1 or 2 through,
I just did this with Bodhi. 2, those are 6.
depending on things that she doesn't want to have to see next turn. Also whittling down the field,
That's a 6.
because we do know that there's another team up in the prep area for next turn. The whole oppressive wave is coming again next turn, potentially, if Kim cannot polish off Jocelyn with some instant wars next turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna block everything.
Gonna block everything. Not gonna take any
Kill
chances.
anything I have, right?
No.
Yep. So everything Kim has dies, and the entire crux
Nothing in my bag.
of Kim's plan is that Tabaxi Rogue has to roll here. She could get 2 Sages and the game would be over. She could get Instant War and Sage. She
Full
could.
ramp. Did you get
Oh,
back?
there it is. Tabaxi's back.
I did.
Yep, and an unblockable Drow mercenary. That's gonna be the game.
4.
I think you got it, Kim.
If I instant war you, that's 23.
Yeah, and then you've got the obscure, unblockable drought.
For 4.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ball game, folks.
Good game.
Wow, Heartstopper.
I should have been attacking with the Batiris to KO your stuff earlier.
Yeah, the instant wars just pile up so fast. Like, it's like, I guess I've just never put it together that 2 instant wars put 6 of your sidekicks in the field, which means there's only 2 sidekicks left.
when I pulled all those dice, the one that was left in my bag was a team up. So if I pulled the team up and I hadn't been able to double team up, that would have been game the previous round.
Nice. Double team up. Double team up leads to like 50 damage games, which I tend to love that. But super fun. Super
Do I get a
duper.
wooden spoon?
If I had a wooden spoon, of course you would. Remember, you guys won the whatever award for being the first two on the Google form this time. That was wow. I was sweating. No, I was sweating. It was like, well, there's going to be 3 damage. It's just how many instances of 3 damage can Jocelyn live through until the very the oppressive wave of team up comes through again.
Putting that obscure drow unblockable dude on there was inspired him.
I thought that. Oh, thanks. I thought you would have bought Gorilla Grodd on me.
Yeah, you know,
Instead of buying those other ones.
it was not going so well for me in my previous games, so I decided to go with my team up strategy.
That drow's stats are kind of gross for a 3 cost.
He's 3/2, 3/2, 4/2, 4/4. He's pretty die.
It is pretty.
And he's unblockable.
And he's
all he is.
yeah, he's
Really is.
unblockable.
Action.
Which actions are the future, you know.
Yep, and it's a 3 cost, so it's not expensive.
Holla.
Well, thank you very much.
Heck yeah, it was good to have you back. Fun games. And we'll see you guys back in the chat.
Yep.
See ya.
Bye, Kim.
Bloop. Ryan says there may or may not be a wooden spoon sighting tomorrow night on CR Game Room. Ooh. Ooh. As if our fine viewers needed any extra reason to watch the CR Game Room. Stuart's headed to bed. Night, gents. It's been fun, Stuart, as always. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your support. Thanks for playing every week. And tell your daughter I said hello. Stuart over Michael. Great game, sir. I bet it was a great game. I believe that wholeheartedly. Excellent, 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 excellent. Let's go to youtubes.com. Put a little soft music on here. We do love that. Did anyone bet on me? Yeah, I don't know. We need to. Kim won. Bloop. So pick winner. Blam. The bad rolls have been rewarded. Sorry to have failed you. There's no such thing as failing in Dice Masters. See, the music comes through so loud for me and not so loud for you guys. Man, it's really taking its sweet-ass time awarding these bad rolls. Oh, maybe it was nobody. Maybe it just didn't get mine. They were all fun games. I totally agree. That's why I love this format. There's so many different directions you can go, and they're all, like, reasonably even teams. So we have 2 of the games done. We could just go find another game, right? Why am I being so dense about this? Kim beats Jocelyn with the Tabaxi crack. Mike Bodie, Reg Nick. Let's go find a game. Let's go find a game, folks. Let's go to room 4. I feel like there's got to be somebody in room 4 chilling. Nope, nobody in room 4. Anybody know where these games are happening? That'd be great. It's past my bedtime. Good night, folks. Jocelyn, it's been fun. The two-sided salute. Thank you so much for being here, playing the game, being the best. Again, you guys make the world go round. I appreciate you more than I can say. Have a great night. Here's Nick and Reg's game. Let's jump in and see what's up. Let me pause this music real quick. Let's jump in and see.
Try this for fun.
They saw us coming.
To Volstagg,
They saw us coming.
because I'm going to get crazy.
It's about to get wild.
To Thor Global.
Gonna use the
and
Thor
buy
Global.
Cone of Cold.
Oh my, Cone of Cold, a great action in
So into battle,
draft. It's a
Yeah.
wild card.
basically giving me an extra investigation. Oh, I'm sorry. I deal wild magic.
Ask Reg if those cards are legal. They look
so I'm
fishy.
going to deal 2
Right?
damage to Volstagg.
They're so pretty though.
He's down to 4.
So pretty though.
Where is it? Okay.
It's like
Yeah,
part of me
like
wishes that
Wild
they would
Magic,
rebrand
then
like
Battle.
the look of Dice Masters cards, but at the same time, it's like once you've already been acclimated to the way the cards look,
With burst.
you know where to find information. You know,
Oh,
at a casual glance,
I'll feel
like it would be cool. But at the same time, it would be an adjustment.
Level 3. All right, but I've used.
Nick's got Manchun out, which we know
six
when you use an action die, or maybe it's just Spark.
And I have one energy.
Let's see. Manchun says
So Wasp is a beef.
when you use a basic action die, deal 1 damage to all opposing character dice.
Oh, and I've only done
It's
6
kinda wild.
damage to.
OP cards.
Full stack.
Yeah, maybe they could do some OPs with different
Or 4. Not that you did.
layouts. I was trying to think of the right word for it. Layouts of the card. That would be cool.
No, because it would have been
They could even do. I mean,
2
like
from investigation.
I wouldn't even be
Two
mad if
from
they just
Wild
did like
Magic and
alt
then 2
art
from
cards
Battle.
as a
And
different
it's
layout.
crisscross.
That'd be cool. Keep the format for normal releases and use an alt format for OP cards. That we're on the same wavelength.
All right.
I love it. Legendary. Nick's
What
deciding.
sorcery are you doing over there? I think Ross, you guys there, right?
Yeah, we're chilling.
Yes.
Yeah,
he,
these are
he took my
currently-
bishop and he's about to take out my knight.
Bishop took c5.
Yeah, he's close.
Classic.
My king's running around. It's actually we're talking about that intellect devour and if an NPC is a sidekick or not. And because one game I played it was a die, and the other one's a sidekick. So we're playing this game as you have to have a sidekick, which
On sidekick face is what you're saying,
has to
right?
be on sidekick phase. Which then Yarnborn says sidekick die, which then is that mean it is not a sidekick? That's where the
Right.
whole confusion is. That I'm sure they're gonna rat it. I looked up from 2014. There's a ruling that says NPC is any die on a sidekick.
Any sidekick die or any
An
die on a
NPC
sidekick
die is
face?
a die that's not a psychic. An NPC psychic die is a die that's on its psychic face.
Yikes! You did more research than I did then.
And then it's going to bring up the whole thing of when you field with Yarnborn, then you have to field the sidekick in order to spin it down then, because that's a sidekick character die. And people have just done the energy fixer, and it's like, no, you
Well,
need
they
to
made
field
a special ruling for the energy.
The fixers, yeah.
Well, I'm sure they're going to make a special ruling for this other stuff. They're going to flip
Yeah.
a coin and see which one's going to affect it the least, and then make 2 rulings on it.
All right, I'm gonna let you have the turn.
That's it? You're not going to attack?
No
I
attacks.
need
Over to Reg.
Alright, let's see if I can
Was good to roll some dice again. Had a great time, everybody. Michael,
Fandroll or...
it's always a pleasure to have you, man. I'm so glad you were here and had a great time. We'll see you next week, I suppose. 7 days from now, you know where we'll be. I hope I know where you'll be. Again, always a pleasure. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your constant support, subscribing, and whatnot. You're the best, man.
These hope for some sidekicks for ramp.
Boom, boom. All right, trying to get this Warriors 3. Didn't get the Hogan to roll. That's the beginning of the unraveling.
Alright.
Not unraveling. I mean, I'm not saying Reg is about to lose this game at 20 life to 20 life.
2 sidekicks.
However,
I'm going to...
Hogan here would have really put some really put some pressure on Nick that he now doesn't have to worry about. He would have had
No
2
damage.
warriors in the field that are buffing each other.
2020.
Yeah, we're still 2020.
Fingers crossed, dude. You're the best. See you soon.
Yeah, but that
You make the
Manchun
world
was
go
gonna
round.
Scare me next turn, 'cause I didn't realize what that card does. I'm like,
Won
oh,
this
that's not
evening. Thank you all. Mike, I'm so glad you're here,
I mean,
man.
at least you didn't bring a first.
Glad you made it. Glad you could, get off work,
You got all your stuff.
come roll some dice with the bros and the
I want to ramp twice. to get
broettes.
this in the bag. So that's 2.
Thanks for the game. Cheers. Wish you all a good night. You guys are all great. Mike, you make the world go round.
Let's do that. 'Cause
Appreciate
why
the
not?
support.
I'm gonna get bonus points if I roll.
Appreciate the support.
So let's roll this.
Tell some friends, tell your mom's friends. We'll be back in
Yay,
7 days.
investigation count.
Every
So
Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. And the ladies.
and
It's
of
true.
course I do not pull whatever.
It is
So the other
true.
2 crap. Great.
He pulls the 2 he
Alright, so
didn't
that makes this
necessarily
turn.
want this turn.
So,
Double energies. I do like these nice pastel pink sidekicks.
Captain. Actually,
Some of the dyed sidekicks are like a little abrasive, but these are nice. They just bring a little extra flair, you know? I
pre-captain.
dig that.
And then I can pay.
I dig that.
It'll be the
Pardon me.
Intimidate probably better. Pay 2
Oh.
to get another Hogan.
Classic
And
Hogan.
then I'm going to
So he's gonna just forego the whole Fandral thing and just go Hogan
get that. And then I'm going to spin this down. Hope you don't kill
into
me
that.
next turn.
Hope you don't kill me next turn. Nick is sort of poised to
That
do some
turn.
damage next turn, especially
And
with
I
that
go-
field clearing
All right, I got a
Manchun over here. Just depends how many actions he
Advantage back to
pulls.
you.
Depends how many actions he pulls out of the bag here. It's really gonna make a difference. You need to keep
Oh,
a lookout on my next project if you like
that's
those dice.
investigation.
Ooh.
Oh my
Go
god.
ahead, roll. What's your basic action?
Ooh. I'm intrigued. As always, there's one action.
Here's one.
He'd love to have 2. I mean, 1 is already going to clear Regis Field, but he really wants to pump these wasps up to even larger status. Doesn't get the other action.
All right.
We'll see what happens.
Investigation, but not the.
Yep.
Investigation, he could draw and roll
So,
another
roll
action
the
out of his
psychic.
bag here. We'll see.
I'm gonna spend this 1 to investigate. So draw and roll 2.
Do. Let's see if he gets the other action.
Sidekicks.
Double
2 and
sidekicks.
2.
All right. Manchun is going to deal 1 across the board.
1 to everyone.
Everything, even my stuff or yours?
All of your stuff.
Okay, yours.
All of your opponent's
And I'll deal
character
10
dice.
damage to you this time.
Okay, so I took.
Reg takes 1 from Attune, thanks to Volo.
Our time.
Then I am going to Acerak.
Oh, it's boss battle time. Who's going to take us into the dungeon?
There we go.
He did use the Acerak Global.
That one's the Cone of Cold.
YOLO Volo. Cone of Cold, which is, it's not going to be able to knock out,
2 attune damage. Okay.
Yeah, 2.
not going to be able to knock out the Volstagg for the full push. But,
I
Gonna be able to do
should've
some
dealt of
damage
that to good old
regardless.
Volstagg.
yeah, he should have done some of that Attune to Volstagg.
Atlas.
But I think it's only if he has lethal damage, which I don't think he has lethal damage
fun
otherwise.
one.
He wouldn't have pushed his whole field if he wasn't going to win,
Cone
right?
of Cold.
Okay.
I'll do 1, 2, 3 to Volstagg.
Down to 5.
So he's down to 5 damage.
Corrupt team is fun. Corrupt is a great
Manchun
keyword.
deals him another.
6.
I'm so glad that that Dark Beast is getting the recognition that it
Yeah, now
deserves.
4, and I have 2 more attune damage. I could have killed Volstagg.
Could have killed Volstagg if he put both of those attunes, but again, I don't think he was going to
Also
push
the 2 attune damage to you.
all that damage. I mean, maybe he was going to push the 2 wasps.
Alright.
Maybe. It's possible. I mean, that would have been decent damage. That would have been like 10 damage. 2
Yeah, I
wasps.
have enough damage anyways.
Doo-ba-doop-doo. But 10's a
Uh,
lot.
Lethal, you think?
no, I missed. I wouldn't have had it.
Because you only need to get 16. What are your wasps up to?
Well,
He would have to
had
get
I put it
18
all
because
into
yeah.
Volstagg, I would have needed 20 damage.
Yeah.
Which
but that's
right
gonna be
now
one
they're
right
up to
now.
6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Would have had 18.
So I'm short.
Maybe he would have got there.
Um,
Oh no, because he needed 20, right? He just said that. Duh, Ross.
I'm going
Jeez.
to pass.
Being an all-around amateur. Nick's gonna pass turn. Just gonna do it all again next turn, which makes sense.
So
He needs
your best turn, right?
he needs
I need to pull
Fandral
50-50
and
chance.
Hogan.
Pull this Hogan and actually get characters to roll though. 1, 2.
Carly Simon. Classic. Here we go. Oh my gosh, I finally come away with some bad rolls tonight.
Very beefy.
I think those are the only ones I've earned. There's
1,
Hogan. He got Hogan. He needs Fandral though to really make this pungent. The 2 investigations would help with some bag churn and such.
So let's roll.
How about some characters? Carly Simon is a boss, yeah. So one of you guys put them in. Remember we did a suggest a boss for the boss battles, and this was one of them.
2 and 2. 2 of those.
Carly Simon. Weren't we just talking about Carly Simon earlier?
This 2.
So here comes Hogan. Again, Fandral would have been the dream here, to get a Hogan and a Fandral.
Who's your beefiest? Let's get. I don't like Munch.
Vindication for a copyright claim against me. Yikes.
Then I'm going to
So Reg intimidates
This guy,
Nick's
level
Manchun
So he'll field and take out
because it has the biggest defense stats. That makes sense since he's going to be pushing with some overcrushing characters.
sidekicks. And then
Nick's going to have to block the 3 overcrushers. Like if there was only 2, he could let them all through, but now
10. He's a 7-10. He's a 7-10.
777 here. He cannot afford to let all these through.
20 damage. 21, 22, 23 I have. And you can block, how much defense you have? 4, 5, 6, 7?
So the overcrush damage is not quite going to be enough.
Oh, I know what I should have done. I should have invested.
Because his total attack here is 777 plus the 2. 23 minus the defense stats of the characters in Nick's field, which I think is 5 or 6. Not quite going to get him there. But it is going to set him up nicely with a solid board state that he can work with for next turn.
I can get enough on you.
Doesn't have any fist here to use that Cone of Cold Global that we saw in Game 1. Cone of Cold Global says pay 1 fist. Target character that has been blocked gets +2 attack, which is great value. Paying 1 energy to add 2 attack is bonkers in terms of value. That's why it has that caveat that the character must be blocked, because otherwise you could really pump something up pretty quickly with enough fists.
Half priority too.
So it almost requires you to
Full swing.
have some sort of overcrush source to use that global.
7,
You can also use it to sort of manage your KOs, right? So if you want something to be KO'd, you could make something that's blocking it have... Actually, I think it's only
Your
blocked
Vandals are
attacking
7
character.
tens?
Or sorry,
Dang it.
7, 8.
Ross, you're making things up right here on the
And
spot.
that's Hogan.
It's Hogan. Vander.
Okay.
So,
Vander rolled, I think was it.
yeah, if Fandral rolled, this would have been curtains because the Warriors would have gotten additional +2/+2, each of them, as well as they would have had the deadly keyword,
Okay.
which would have
Then I
been
think-
2, 4, 6 more damage
Okay.
minus the 6. Yeah, would have been 23, I think. Would have been, should have been, folks. We play dice games. Nick's deciding on his blocker arrangement here. Again, he can't let it all
Alright.
through.
I'm gonna put all my blockers into 1 Hogan.
Oh my gosh, he's going to keep 1 Hogan alive.
So I'm blocking 1, 2,
Or sorry, he's
3,
going to keep
4,
1
5,
Hogan
6,
in the
7.
field.
So this guy's hitting for 7. He's hitting for 14.
So it's going to be 16 damage here.
7 damage. So I would knock him out.
Yeah.
Knock him out.
Blocking 7, doing 6.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I can do anything else.
So his combined stats on his blockers here is 7/6, which is going to be enough to knock out the 7/8.
I'm going to spin this down with Yarnborn to a fist.
Yep.
Hogan's a
This
7/8.
down with Intellect Devour to a fist. I don't think I have enough though. And then I'm going to pump those onto these. The 7 should knock. Actually, 7 already knocked you out, but that's going to give him now. He's a 7, 8, 9, 10. He's an 11.
Yep.
Yikes, I forgot about the Intellect Devour and the Yarnbjorn to get those 2 sidekicks.
7.
So 18 damage.
Instead, I think I'm short by 2. I was.
18 damage. Big damage plays, folks.
Dead. Those are dead. And I have these that'll do nothing. Open field to you to get 16 damage.
Yep.
Damn,
So
Vander.
we'll see what Nick can re-roll here. Again, his entire team relies on rolling those action dice.
2 more.
He does have the Acererak Global, which is going to help mitigate some of that luck.
Oh, that's right. They're back. So now it's dead. Oh, I forgot your wasps.
So the Wasp is going to get buffed here with actions, as well as using the Attune keyword, which deals damage to your opponent, potentially. So we might be looking at the last turn here, folks. We'll see. He does roll an action, which is going to trigger Attune
I think
once.
you need one more action. You win.
Oh my.
There's that.
But he does get Volo. There's stats in the field. With that other the other Wasp would have rolled there, that would have been curtains for sure.
This is a wild magic. which is fun.
Wild Magic. That's going to trigger Attune twice. +1 for using
Just
the
in
action.
case, I'll try and
Yeah.
Acererak.
I think it's already
I
enough. Right? How much health does Reg have? Reg has 16.
Let's see.
So,
1, 2, 3, 4,
when that
5.
action is used, it will deal 2 attune, as well as deal 1 damage to Reg's whole field, which is nothing. The current stats sitting in the field is 1-2 attack, 4 attack, 5 attack, 6-7 attack.
Oh, wait, no, I get
The Wasp gets
Alright,
buffed.
let's see how this goes. Because I get to.
It's gonna be interesting. Wild Magic gonna be used
It
on
does its thing, and then it picks into battle.
Into
Just
battle.
draw 2 dice from your bag.
What?
They're not both sidekicks, so I don't get the third. But I get to, for burst, because of Wild Magic, roll them.
Oh yikes! If he gets the action, oh, that's
that
the
should count.
daggers.
I think you had it before, anyways.
The
I
daggers.
think I was 1 short. But now I can.
Got beefy. So you should have had using 2. Your Wasp would have became 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, Wasp would have got wild.
So far, that
Damage you would have had.
2 damage, or 2 actions, effectively.
4 from a tune you had.
So 4 from a tune puts you at 12.
12.
This guy gets +4, so it's a 6.
And
Then
you
it would have been 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And you're at 12. So I needed this one, and, well, there we go.
Yeah.
Because I can go 1, 2, 3, and
Hot dog.
get all the attune and
We did it, Reddit.
wasp pump.
Yeah.
Bing bong. He's comboing off, folks.
There's crazy. Yeah, I think it's surprising how fast that Wasp can get big. I mean, I missed the Fandral twice.
Yeah.
That kind of hurt me.
So I'm
Before
saying
you
the-
guys even came in stream, I think I missed Fandral twice.
The nuts would have been pulling the Hogan and Fandrill.
Yeah, if I had the 2 Hogans rolled at last turn, but one Fandral, 1 Hogan, then they would have been like monsters. Like, and that's what I had earlier. Once you get all 3 out, they're huge.
Yeah, well, I was saying last game, I didn't realize that Wasp counts instances of attune, not instances of her attune. Like, I had no idea before today that that's how that worked.
It uses, whenever attune is used.
Right,
like,
exactly.
by
Yeah,
another
exactly.
character?
Yeah, it counts every time attune is used. So, like, when Volo and Wasp are in the field, it was doing 2 attune, which means it gets pumped twice.
Really? That's crazy.
So, like, when Wild Magic gets rolled, it gets +4/+4.
Yeah.
Because it's 2 attunes happening 2 times, plus the 2 from the actual action. So that's actually +6.
So when you use Wild Magic, you get to pick 2.
So you use Wild Magic, and then I
Yeah.
can pick up to 2 bursts.
Right, but
One.
you're picking 1, because that's all we had.
Yeah. I believe it will fall into the do as much as you can
Yeah,
category.
we get 1.
Yep. Right. So if you could pick a maximum of 2, you could get a +6 from using 1 action, which is absolutely wild.
And that's with only 2 attuned characters.
Right. Exactly. You put Common Yanti on there. You're a Moneyball.
Well, and if you had Boom Boom and stuff like that also in there, that can just
Oh, God.
craziness. And but they're worried about stuff like Spot and stuff. And that's where I said the game.
They're
me
worried
and my
about
thinking
about
advice, I'm
Immortal.
Like, yeah, let's stop the guy from getting 1 extra die, but let's let all the other stuff go nonsense. Like I said, I still think that Intellect Devour that needs to have some kind of ruling on
Mhm.
it, because I basically can just do that and go, hey, look, I got 4 fists, because I can go, those are fists, and then I go, this is a fist,
Uh-huh.
this is a fist, because of Intellect Devour, and then if you have Clayface, it can get really gross.
Oh yeah. Things are gonna get wild.
Well, we'll see what they do in the ruling on that, because hopefully they see it and they go, oh shit, we must have made a mistake.
Right. This is way too easy.
Just the fact that it has a typo on it anyways. It should get
Yikes.
on the rata.
Yeah,
Yikes.
that's and then what was the other one I said? Yeah, the doppelganger I was going to run tonight. That it has a keyword, but it's not bolded. But it's
Ay.
card. I wanted to run that against experience, but no one ran experience teams today. Like that were.
I was actually really shocked. Yeah, I was gonna run the what's the one that says like whatever, remove an experience token from an adventurer? Like,
Yeah.
you just pick anybody across the table and say, yep, subtract 1 there.
Well, that's where I was going to troll tonight. Was just I was going to run 4 doppelgangers in the field and just say, hey, look, you're letting them get bigger.
Yeah.
What I wanted to do, and then that was it. And then I was going to try to have if I could have, I was gonna like Mimic or something I could have done, or if it was a normal event, it would have Mimic as well, because then they can copy and other stuff that can copy stuff.
Yeah. Well,
Cool. No, good game, Nick.
Yeah.
It was really close, and you had that Manchun showed up. I was like, what the hell does Manchun do? And then,
Right.
oh, he's gonna.
it's
kill
like
me.
breath weapon. Yikes.
Yeah, which was every time you get something, that was cool.
All right, we'll see you guys back in the chat. It was really good times.
Game,
Yeah,
Nick.
see you later.
Yes, thank you.
Bloop! All right, let's turn on some light music here for the outro. We are done with 3 rounds of Swiss. We're done with 3 rounds of Swiss that we just watched Nick over Reg by his chinny chin hairs. Super fun times, everybody. Congratulations to Nick, who is the supreme champion tonight. Stuart, the conductor, comes in as second, and Reg in third place at the WDA, where the points matter the most and your life is on the line. Am I right, folks? We already awarded the betting monies, right? Yeah, we did that. Ah, DWO rules. Reg, did you find us a stream to raid yet? Is it Stuart from Gaming with Sidekicks? Yes. Also Stuart from the reserve pool back in the day. Right? Unless I'm like super mistaken. But anyway, guys, thanks for being here tonight. As always, you guys make the world go round. It's good to see you all coming back to the game, right? You are correct. Thank you. Thanks for being here tonight. Thanks for playing. We did have a healthy 8-man bracket. I love to see it. Thanks for all the subscriptions tonight. Ryan with the resub. Cold Predator, a new player to the game. This is what we love to see, folks, with the subscription tonight. Ryan with the 500 biddies. Thank you so much for that as well. You guys are the best. Do a random raid. Is there anybody else in the board games category that looks fun to raid? If not, we can just go to some random channel, but I generally feel like we should take care of our own, you know? Let's go here. Let's click on board games. Let's see if yeah. Doodly-doo, doodly-doo, doodly-doo. But again, thanks for being here, everyone. Family game night. We could raid them. Just no chess and no crokinole tonight. Yeah, I still need to do some research. Let's raid these people. They have. There's 3 people on the stream, so I can't imagine it would be lame when we get there, right? Like, it's gonna be cool. D&D game playing LOTR. Journeys in Middle Earth. But again, if I haven't said it, thank you guys so much for being here. We'll be back next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Shout outs to all the people watching on YouTube. I actually don't know how many people are watching on YouTube, but if you're out there, thank you so much. Leave a follow, comment, subscribe, whatever you do on that site. We'll see you guys in a bit. 7 days. What do you say? Love you. Mean it. Thanks for your support. Tell your mom. Tell your mom's friends. We'll be back next Tuesday. Ross is the boss. I think we do this, and then we do this. Peace out, homies. Did it not go? Let's do this.